Good morning. Welcome. If you can see me, hello, my name's Liz. This is Guided by Angels, and this is a live Q&A with me today on this wonderful Wednesday. I have got a little bit of a cold, as you can probably tell. So I don't know how long I'm going to be on here for, if I'm going to be coughing, if I'm going to be turning the camera around. I have no idea what's going to happen today, but we'll just see how it goes. Hey Natalia, welcome honey. So I have got a cold and I'm just going to see if I'm okay to do a live. I don't know how long I'm going to be on for. We just have to take it as it comes today. I want to say a big thank you to whomever gifted me from Amazon this gorgeous, huge Buffy deck. So I've got the original. This is the size of a normal tarot deck and this is the size of this deck. So I'm really grateful for this. I love it so much. I'm already just like fangirling over it. So whoever gifted me this, because there was no note in there, thank you so much. It's my favourite, okay? I love Buffy, as you know. If you are watching this back with me later as a replay, welcome. Just click anywhere during the replay and you'll receive an answer in the moment, something you need to know. We are having a heat wave here in the UK at the moment, so it is very warm. So we're just going to take it moment by moment, day by day. It's my first live back after my holiday. And a wonderful holiday. Thank you for all the likes and the comments, and thank you to everyone who gifted me a hot chocolate and sent me things for my birthday. I appreciate all of it, okay? Okay, let's start then, okay? So let me just pop this at you. There we go. Better put that on, actually, it might be coffee. So, Natalia, thank you for being here, honey. Could I have a message from Grayson, please? Hope you feel better soon. Thank you, and I don't feel too bad. It's just the fact that my nose is all crusty and you know, I've got a little bit of a cough, but other than that, I feel okay. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Archangel Raphael is working his magic. Thank goodness. So I'm using my Buffy deck today, and anything else I'm guided to. Wow, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It feels like you've been guided to remember that you are meant to be. He wants you to know he does see that way. I mean, these cards are actually in reverse. I need to turn them around. So I feel it's like perhaps he's denied in the past his feelings for you to himself, you know. And he knows he can't run from destiny, he can't hide from his destiny. And he sees you as very strong and powerful. You know, in this particular card, as you know, I'm a big Buffy fan, so I'll pretty much be able to read all these cards with the meanings as well. This is the first Slayer in this particular card here. And, or as far as I know, it's the first Slayer. That's how I'm seeing it as anyway. In the first Slayer, there's a whole episode about the first Slayer. And this is about you being the person he's destined to be with, you know, that it's about your strength and integrity as well and the way he sees you. And I feel that's what he wants you to know today, like he's so inspired by you and the person that you actually are today. You know, you're the first person he thinks about in the morning, the last person he thinks about at night. You're the one he came here to be with, you know. Yeah, look at this. I love that this has come out, this message, when you've got the Wheel of Fortune here. You're the only one that's ever listened to me and knows who I truly am, because you're the first Slayer in a way. You're the one who slayed his heart. You're the one he knows is his destiny. You're the only one, okay? You listen to him and know the real him, and no one else will ever take your place, no matter what he does, whether he tries to replace you with someone else. So you're being guided to remember, Natalia, it's just a matter of time. I hope that helps, okay? Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. Please bear with me today, okay, because I have got a little bit of a cold, so I don't know how long I'm going to be on here for. Again, thank you to whomever gifted me the gorgeous, huge, mega Buffy deck, because I'm so grateful for this. I love it. Okay, let's go down the chat then. So I'm not ignoring anybody. I am just going to obviously prioritise super chats because I don't know how long I'm going to be on for. And then if there is no super chats, I'll go back into the chat. So I'm not missing anyone out. So we've got the beautiful Sophia, thank you for the donation. A's 3D messages, next actions, no contact 10 days. Stop trying to count the 10 days. I know it's hard because you're probably monitoring everything, but try and not be like, oh, it's been 10 days, or it's been 12 days, or it's been 5 hours, or let go of the amount of time and it'll feel easier. Okay? Remember, no contact, there's healing going on, processing, understanding. So I feel this is the card that I need to bring through. Yeah, look at this. He's coming back, okay? So you got the Six of Cups. Okay, so he's definitely going to return to you. There will be a break in the no contact if you stop focusing on it. I'm sure you're not focusing on it like completely, like every second. But try and relax a little bit about it, okay? So I can't believe I'm first today. Well, you've got this, you're definitely first in your twin's eyes because, he's coming back with flowers then. I'm not saying he's definitely going to give you flowers. They gave me a block again there. Remember, when I'm channeling as well, I know I've got a cold, but also channeling things. Obviously, this is the clearing of the air. So he's definitely wanting to come back, okay? And he definitely is going to come back. So the next action is a return, okay? And he wants you to know that he does feel romantic towards you. Maybe this is also about you letting your guard down a little bit. When he does come back in, don't judge him for disappearing or the way that things have been. Just be open to what happens and let things be, just let things flow. Yeah, there's fear. He's definitely in fear about something. Yeah, he said, I pushed you away and shut you out of my life because I got really scared. So remember, when they get scared of what the feeling of the emotion, sometimes of the things they know they've got to change inside to be with you, they can run away. So it's like he's saying to you, I'm afraid because I pushed you away. I know I shut you out. He's admitting that to you. So because he moved away from you in a way, he knows he's got to be the one to move towards you. So he said, I got really scared and afraid of my feelings and everything that was going on inside me. So it's my job to return. So the flower is the apology. He's going to come in with an apology, okay? One more card, anything else you need to know? This card just moved on top of the deck. Look at this. I know that God has created me to love you because I can't stop loving you. So he does love you, okay? He can't stop loving you either. What else? Who else made you feel like this? So the message is, I feel that you need to look at why you're perhaps feeling a certain way yourself. So this is all happening, there's no contact. So you can actually go within and heal the part of you that's perhaps been upset or triggered by the no contact, because it says who else made you feel like this means no one can make you feel anything without your own permission. So perhaps, for example, if you're feeling sad about things, work on raising your vibration. If you're blaming him for something, forgive everything. Remember, don't take anything personally. So it says, who else made you feel like this? I feel that you're being reminded that you are making yourself feel the way you're feeling. So you can either make yourself feel happy or sad. I hope that makes sense, okay? But he is going to return to you. I can't tell you when. He's wanted to come back. I mean, this is the thing. You're saying no contact for 10 days. And I know we're in July, but it's like he's been wanting to move towards you more and more since June. So, and I know that we're in July now and there's no contact since. I mean, what day are we on today? So you had contact in June, but I'm picking up on like he's wanted to move forward in some way since June. So perhaps he freaked out in June. Okay, so it's there. It's nearly there. It's like it could be any moment. Okay, so just work on self-love, self-care, and raising your vibration. I hope that helps, okay? Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you lots of love. I've got a little cold, so I can't guarantee how this live is going to go or how long I'm going to be on. So I'm just going to do as much as I can. Okay. So with donations today, if you are donating, I do appreciate it. Again, I don't know. I can't guarantee I'm always going to answer them though, because I don't know. If I start coughing or anything like that, I'm going to have to go off. Okay. But we're going to do tarot. Hopefully I won't have called on Archangel Raphael. And I've got my throat chakra stone on as well. Big shout out to my niece Sophia, who bought me this years ago. And I love wearing this when I've got some kind of throat chakra issue. So, Tara, thank you for the donation, honey. And I'm so glad to be back with you all. I've missed you all too. I've had a great holiday. But it's always nice to come back. So thank you for all the love and support. And Guided by Angels was 8 years old as well, which I didn't know. Okay, until I got home and I checked and I saw the thing coming up. Really powerful. So, I was 50 and my channel was 8, which is beautiful. So birthdays all round, okay? Okay, Tara, thank you for the donation, honey. I feel at peace and happy. Love messages for me. That's really good to know. Now, whoever's gifted me this big Buffy deck as well, I'm so grateful for this. So what do you need to know? Tara saying, I feel at peace and happy. That's amazing. Okay? Page of Stakes. And this is powerful because this is you in your power. This is good news, okay? I love that we got the unicorn there because the unicorn is about innocence and purity and cleansing and magic and wonder. And that's why you're saying I feel at peace and happy, because you're focusing on your childlike wonder in a way. You've tapped into your power. Buffy in this, well, this isn't Buffy. I think this is Harmony, actually. It's not Buffy in that card. It's Harmony. I'm a big Buffy fan, by the way. That's Harmony in that card. And Harmony is a vampire, but she's also one of the cool girls, you know, one of the cool chicks. And she makes a lot of mistakes. And she's a vampire, but so she's eternal and powerful. But she also is aware that she is sometimes a little bit goofy with it, you know. A little bit kind of, you know, like, oh, this is just the way I am. And I feel this is about you being that. You know you were a strong warrior, but you're also one of the girls. You're like, and I feel that's what your twin is so attracted to, the way you are, that you're very, like, old and wise in your soul. You've got it going on, but you're also, like, very fun to be around and childlike and youthful and powerful in that way. So I feel this is what I'm picking up on in this card for you, is that you know when to be strong and powerful, but you also know when to have a laugh and have some fun. And I feel your twin is so attracted to that side of you as well, both sides of you. But the fact that you've got it all going on, okay? And this is, really the card is about good news, that good news is coming in because you're raising your vibration, because you're feeling at peace, because you're operating in this loving energy, and you're ready for anything, really. So I feel the message, you're ready for anything, whatever's coming in. Okay, so what else do you need to know? Anything else? So there's good news on the way. And that can also be a card of communication. Okay? Yeah, look at this, positive partnership. So because you're working on your own happiness and your peace, you're creating the positive partnership. So I'm seeing this card about reconciliation, coming together, everything starting to work in your life. It says success is a team effort. So you could also be calling on your angels. So you're being reminded of that you have support from heaven around you as well. A mutually beneficial partnership can help you to achieve your common goals. Together you can create more than you would alone. So you're being prepared for union, really. This is about union coming in, even if there's blocks, okay? So what does your twin want you to know, or your person want you to know? Some days I struggle to get out of bed because I'm so tired of this journey and what I'm having to face. So your twin is clearly struggling with something at this time. Okay, maybe they had a sleepless night last night. And I feel that they're tired of their life, you know, tired of the same situation they're in. Sit in meditation and listen. So if you calm your mind today and listen, I feel you're going to receive messages from your person, from their higher self. Okay, so the guidance for you today is to do a meditation, listen to what you're receiving and connect with your twin in that way. Now, I know you're not asking directly about your person. You're saying love messages for you. And I feel that I don't feel this is your energy at all. I don't feel you've struggled to get out of bed. If you are picking up on any tiredness, it's coming from them. I feel they are struggling with their current situation. I feel you're working on self-love and self-care. Okay, so, but if you're feeling any strange energy coming through, it's coming from your person, okay? So sit in meditation and listen, breathe. But ultimately, what I'm picking up from your energy is good stuff. You know, you're in a good energy, good news is coming in. You could receive contact soon as well. Let me just pull you a card from Archangel Honiel. Honiel saying, book a vacation or plan a trip or retreat. You need a break to replenish your energy. I feel that could be connected with your twin, not you. Okay, so maybe your twin just needs a little bit of a break or a rest right now. Okay, look around at all the wonderful things you have to be grateful for. I feel that's what you're doing. Okay, says we can take so much for granted. Observing blessings remind us how wonderful life really is at this very moment. Isn't that true? And the thing is, if you have some time for yourself, you start noticing all the magic everywhere. You know, that's what I noticed when I was in London. You know, just the signs were everywhere. And, you know, I've been so busy, I hadn't taken a time out to appreciate all of that. And, you know, there were signs everywhere, every moment. I was just blown away by it all. So maybe if you are picking up on you need to have some time to do that, then obviously do that. But if you're not picking up on that for you, I feel that's your twin. I hope that helps, okay? Liza, thank you for being here, honey, and using your milestone. Just to let everyone know in the chat, I have got a cold today, so I can't guarantee how long I'm going to be on or if I'm going to answer all the super chats, so I'm just going to take it one step at a time. So you're going to have to bear with me until I get over this cold, okay? And I picked this up when I was on holiday, typical. So Liza says, hi Liz, healing prayers for your cold. Thank you, honey. Yeah, if everyone can send me prayers. I am pretty much not too bad, though, to be honest with you. Please can I have a message and update from my DM and from the angels. Let's get you a card from Archangel Honiel. I have a cold too. I'm challenged him to an upcoming video. As you know, it's ascension as well. It's about upgrading. So the message is peace is only a thought away. I love that. So remember, whenever you go into stress or struggle, breathe. Peace is a thought away. So in other words, you can choose peace in any moment. When we're struggling, stressing, remember, we're not living in the now. We're in the past we can't change, or the worry of the future. Or we're caring too much about what they're thinking or doing. Come back into the centeredness and the wholeness of you, okay? So what's going on with your twin in your journey? What's going on with your twin in your journey? What do you need to know? What do you need to know? Again, Wheel of Fortune. I love that this is coming out again because you know you're destined to be. And I've just explained to Natalia, you know, this is the first layer on this card. So it's about you knowing that there's nobody like you. Okay, people may come, people may go, but you're the only person in his life who's made him feel the way that you make him feel. There's only you. So this is your power, and he may be slaying his demons to actually get to you as well. So he could be going through a bit of a battle at this time. That's what I'm picking up on his energy. He's going through a lot to be able to come towards you, okay? I want you to know I haven't given up on us. And that's why you've got this card as well, because you're meant to be. You know that. He said, I want you to know I haven't given up on us. I am persevering and pushing through the doubts and confusion. And I don't feel he has doubts or confusion about you. It's more about if he's good enough, if he can change, if he's got what it takes. That's what he's doubting. He's doubting himself. So the guidance is also to not doubt him, to trust in him and have faith in him, believe in him, and to know that he can be the person that you know he's come here to be. I hope that helps, okay? Ethereal Seeker, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, message from my DM, will and guidance, please. So what do we need to know for you today? What's going on with your journey? This is for Ethereal Seeker, please, angels. What do we need to know? Some fear being released, okay? Got Temperance. Patience is the key, okay? Patience is the key. Now, in this card, this is Buffy's mum. So obviously the mum is the Empress. So this is about you being the Empress as well. You know, the Temperance is about patience and balance and trusting and having faith. And Buffy's mum, in a way, is kind of like the voice of reason as well. You know, Joyce is the voice of reason. So it's about you looking at it from all sides, all points of view. She's also an artist as well. So art or creativity could be significant at this time. So that could be something you can focus on. But I feel you're being guided to trust and be patient. And you're being protected. You know, this is a symbol of protection. So you're being protected at this time, okay? What else, okay? What does your masculine will want you to know? Your angelic touch awakens parts of me I didn't know were there. So I feel the message when you're being patient and trust and operating the fruit of the Spirit, that's when he feels the most connected to you. That's when he feels the most pulled to you, okay? Your angelic touch awakens me, parts of me. So in his eyes, you're like this angel. You know, who's come in and woke him up and made him feel things he's never felt. And you resuscitating, bring him back to life. You're saying, you awaken parts of me I didn't know were there. So in other words, you turn him on in a way that nobody else ever has. And you make him feel things that nobody else ever has. So it's just a question of divine timing. You may feel at this current time like the treasure chest is closed. But in time it will open and everything will be revealed to you. So patience is the key. I hope that helps, okay? And if you are, whatever's going on with your mum as well, this could be a sign about spending time with your mum or connecting with your mum, whether she's still here or up there, however, or your mum is around you energetically in some way, or if you're a mum, or you could be thinking about, you know, kind of family, children. So maybe address those things within yourself as well. I hope that helps, okay? But ultimately, this is you being the Empress and being patient. Tara, thank you for the donation. I sense someone is watching me. Who is it? They give me that song. Somebody's watching me. It's probably the person you want to be watching you, isn't it? You know, it's probably your divine masculine or the person you're connecting with. You sense someone is watching you. Who is it? So obviously connect with your intuition. I'm sure you know. Who is watching you? King of Swords, someone who's distant. Okay, someone who's been distant from you, someone who's definitely watching you, someone who may have seen you achieve something. So if you've achieved something lately, and this could be work or... It's really strange to show me like this. I mean, we've just had Wimbledon on here in the UK. I don't know if your person likes tennis. Okay, because they show me, I know it's a weird one, but they show me those sides as tennis rackets. Okay, so maybe this person likes tennis or they've been watching the tennis. But this person is proud of you. That the person who's watching you is proud of you, proud of what you're achieving. They want to say congratulations to you for something you're doing, even if they're not communicating that. It could be an air sign. You know, King of Swords is someone who's in the head. Okay, but I'm seeing this as it's more than likely the one that's on your mind that you're not in contact with, or you're thinking about, or the one who's quiet, or the one you're sensing. Because you know yourself. I sense someone watching. Who is it? You already know. Your intuition is already telling you. You're probably just asking me to get it validated. Okay, but whoever this person is, and I feel you know, okay, this person is very proud of something you're achieving, okay? I mean, this could even be someone who's like achieving things. It could be a speaker. You can see that, you know, this is the Mayor. If you're wondering, this is why I'm using this Buffy deck, because I know the deck well, because I know the show well. It's my favourite show of all time, Buffy and Angel. So I don't know the deck, if that makes sense. I know the show. But this is the Mayor. And obviously the Mayor has got a dark side. Okay? He's got a very dark side. And he's also connecting with faith. So this could be a sign for you to have faith as well. And it could be also that you give him faith, or you inspire him to have faith. I hope that helps, okay? Priyanka, thank you for the donation. And Mesh's feelings for Priyanka and work also. So like I say, guys, bear with me today. I can't guarantee I'm going to answer every donation because I don't know how long I'm going to be on for. Don't want to start coughing, anything like that. I'm just taking it as it goes. I've called an Archangel Raphael. So bear with me, okay? I'm just taking it moment by moment today. Okay, so I thought it was better for me to be live than not come on at all. I don't look as rough as I thought I would look, to be honest. So I've got a bit of a crusty nose, and, you know, I've put some Vaseline on there, you know, as we do. So I slept quite well last night, considering we're in a heat wave as well. Okay, Mesh's feelings for Priyanka and work also. Fool, he wants to take a leap of faith. So he wants to come towards you and take a risk, but he doesn't want to feel like a fool. Okay, this is Xandra in this picture, as far as I know. So, and this, you see the gravestone there as well. You may feel like someone's walking over your grave. That's a saying here in the UK. It means, so you may have like angel bumps, or you may feel this in your physical self. You may feel it like your crown chakra tingling, or you may feel sensations in your body. You're going to feel that way when he's about to do something or take action. So I do feel he wants to come forward, but he's worried about making a fool of himself. Because this could also be a sign with the gravestones there of an ending for a new beginning. Yeah, frequency match. So whatever you did in your work is actually a frequency match, which means it's working out, okay? It says like attracts like, and your energy calls forth relationships and interactions that match your frequency. Embody the qualities you want to see in others for you, both the reflection and the invitation. I love that. So frequency match, what I'm feeling with this is, and a big shout out to Laura Marto, by the way, who gifted me this gorgeous deck for my birthday. This is the Abundant Attraction Oracle, okay? Can't get this in the UK, so it's beautiful, okay? Or as far as I know, you can't. So I feel that you know what, in work you are doing whatever you're doing, keep doing it because it's a frequency match. But you may also be connected with amethyst crystal. Okay, you may want to wear some amethyst crystal because that will tap you in with your crown chakra. Maybe you're feeling extra creative at this time as well. So work, you're on the right frequency to match what you want. And I feel that match as well as the way that Umesh sees you at work is. He sees you as a perfect match for his frequency and what he's thinking and doing. But there's going to be a new beginning coming in. Now, I'm also seeing as well in this, the gravestones could be connected with death, so Scorpio season. Okay, so October, November could be significant for your connections. This could be when he comes towards you. I mean, we've got the sun there as well, so this could be in the summertime. But this could be him making a move and actually coming towards you in person, okay? I hope that helps. And then you donated again, so rest of the July in bucket meshes in love and career. See what comes through. So Archangel Metatron is asking you to trust in divine timing. Okay, and have faith in what will be. You becoming very psychic because you got the crow. So regarding your career as well, trust your intuition. Okay, the crow is speaking to you. You could hear crows, see crows. If there seems to be a tower going on, you know, upheaval or some kind of struggle, it's all happening so you can move into acceptance and set boundaries. So the more you set boundaries in your love life, in your career, and the more you accept things as they are, the quicker things will move forward for you. But I feel the crow is about you trusting your psychic intuition, and knowing that everything is in divine timing in your life. This could also be a mesh if that's the one you're connecting with, because I know there's a few people you connect with, but someone around you is moving into acceptance, okay? Overcoming any towers or any struggles they've been going through, because you've been setting boundaries yourself. So have faith in where you currently are. I hope that helps, okay? Confessions of a seasonal worker. Thank you for the donation. Because your donation isn't in the super chat, I can't see it because I've got that I've got this type of chat, okay? So if I show you what I mean, I move up. See, all I can see there is your super chat or your super sticker or whatever it is. So I can't see a question, okay? So I'm going to have to carry on, okay? So if I see it, I'll do it. But obviously, that's why I say if you're donating to me, please put your question in the super chat, because I can't guarantee I can do it if I can't see it, okay? So let me just blow my nose. Okay, a little bit. Thank you for using milestone, honey. Great to see you. Happy birthday to the birthday babies. Thank you. I really hope Angelica and Bradley and Eve are going to get where they're going, because they're still stuck in New York. The tracking information hasn't updated since Friday, and they should have been there yesterday in LA, and they're in New York. So I hope they're all right, put it that way. So any messages from the universe, what do you need to know? This is for a little bit. Messages, vibrational alignment. I love this. You may be seeing rainbows or rainbow lights, okay? There is no need to force, chase, or struggle. The moment you raise your vibration to match what you seek, portals open. And this could be a big sign about something that shifted around you on the 7-7 portal, or something that's coming in around the 8-8 with the Lion's Gate, okay? Synchronicities appear and life begins to move effortlessly in your favour. So things are turning around for you. The eclipse could be significant on the 12th of August as well. Synchronicities appear. So I feel you're being shown this because things are moving forward. Give me a little bit of fear there. So let go of any fear. Get you a card as well from the Buffy Tarot. And a big thank you again to whoever gifted me this deck. I do hope that someone does let me know who it is, because I'm so grateful. I got it yesterday and I was just fangirling over it, because I've got this deck, but I've got the small one. Look how big this deck is. Okay, look, that's my hand, and this is the deck. This is a normal deck of tarot, and this is this deck. So, loving it. Especially because I need glasses, now I'm 50. Look at this, we've got Judgment, okay, and we've got the Sun. I love this. So you're being reminded to not take anything personally, because everything's moving in your favour. The Sun is positive outcome, movement. This also a sign, because in this particular picture, I mean, this is when everything's crashing down. It's the end of the world. And, you know, Spike saves everything. And Buffy really kind of lets him know in that moment how she really feels. So this could be a sign about expressing emotions. You know, things coming up. It's like, and you feel it in the heart. You'd know that it doesn't need to be spoken because it's already felt. So you're feeling things in your heart and soul, okay? So there's no need to be, to take anything personally or get defensive or anything like that, because your person truly does love and care about you. And you feel it heart by heart, soul by soul. I hope that helps, okay? There's Confessions of a Seasonal Worker. I've just seen there. Thank you for coming in, honey. Messages from Manny. So is Manny your twin? Messages from Manny. What does Manny want you to know? You made me feel things I've never felt before, and it feels so good. So your person feels things with you, your crush, okay? They feel things with you that they've never felt before. You've activated parts of them that, you know, all kinds of parts of the body. And I'm feeling like intimately as well, okay? It feels so good. So I feel this person's definitely fantasized about you and thought about you in the bedroom, and you know, you've definitely given them a little bit of kundalini. Yeah, look at this. I dream of kissing you all over your body. So it's definitely reciprocated, the crushes. And this person's had a dream about you where they've kissed you all over your body and it felt very good. And in that dream or that fantasy, it made them feel things they've never felt before. Okay, so you may even feel that. You may be connecting with, you know, the passion. I hope he asks me out. So let's see. Is this person going to ask you out? Is your crush going to ask you out? She's definitely fantasized about you. Page of Sides. I feel that's really good news. So even if there's no contact at this current time, I do feel it's what you manifested. It's coming in. And I feel that at this current time, he's dreaming about you, watching you and fantasizing. So don't worry if there's no contact at this time, or he's not asking you out in this moment, because I do feel it's on the way. Okay, you've got to be, I feel like you see the cheerleader here? Okay, I feel like he's your biggest cheerleader. So what you need to know is, even if there's no contact or he's not making a move at this moment, he is your biggest fan. Okay, so you've just got to give it time, okay? Remember who you are, stand strong in your power. Okay, because this is you kind of saying, yes, I've achieved these things, I know who I am. So keep doing whatever you're doing. This could be you working on your goals and your dreams at this time and achieving things in your life and doing you, and that's putting you into this confident magnetic power. I hope that helps, okay? Priyanka, thank you for the donation, honey. Neil, today's feelings for Priyanka and how he sees me. Neil's feelings for you. So obviously you've got a lot of people around your energy. Okay, sometimes that can work against you because it's like you've got all these different options, you know, and you've got to think, well, if I put all these different options in a room, who do I really want? Okay, so let's see. Okay, so how does Neil feel for you? Okay, so I mean, when I'm picking up on, I mean, there's attraction there. So obviously Neil could be anybody. I'm not saying he's definitely someone there's a attraction there, but he's inspired by you first of all. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, you've got justice coming through. So Libra could be significant in this. But I feel that, first of all, he feels like he's met you for a reason, or he's in your life for a reason. Okay, that's how he feels. So he feels like he's come in, like it's something, I'm not saying it's like, oh, you're my destiny, but he feels like there's a reason you've been brought together. And I feel that the way he sees you is balanced, okay? He sees you as someone who's balanced and strong and powerful, someone who's very attractive in that way, someone who gets things done. So I don't know if this person is connected with work or sees you around work or sees you doing things work-related. Because I feel when you're doing your work or you're doing things that inspire you, you're very balanced in yourself anyway. I mean, this is Angel in this particular picture. An Angel sometimes in Buffy, not an Angel, obviously, well, he does in Angel as well, but he stays to the shadow, so you may not see. So he could be watching you. This person could be watching you when you don't know. So they could be around you without you even realising they're around you. Okay, but I feel that this person sees you as very strong and capable and balanced. Something could be moving forward with this person in Libra season, okay? Libra season could be significant for this, September, October. So what else? How does Neil feel for you and see you? Okay, saying to me, just turn the other cards off. Okay, so this is interesting, okay? Because it says in this card, I love you and miss you so much it hurts. I'm not picking up on giving you love, okay? I don't feel it's like he's saying, oh, I love you so much it hurts. If feels got feelings for you, okay? I like you, I think about you, I miss you when you're not around me. I feel you bring balance into this person's life. I have a vision of that as having a child together. So maybe Neil sees you as someone who's very nurturing and someone who will make a good parent, okay? And there may have been feelings around that too. When I next see you, I want to run towards you and lift you in the air and swing you around and never let you go. It's going to be magical. So this person thinks about the next time they're going to see you and what they're going to do. And obviously what they think about doing and what they actually do can be two different things, because it's like you say, right, I'm going to pick you up and swing you around, and very romantic Hollywood gesture there. But in his mind, he may just come up and say, hey, how are you doing? But there is a lot of emotion there. So I'm not saying he definitely loves you, even though it's in the card there. You have to use your intuition on that. But I do feel this person's got thoughts about you and possibly thought about you having a child together. I hope that helps, okay? And thank you for using Milestone, honey. Message from Frank, does he miss me and think about me? And karmic card, please. Well, it's your own fear that thinks he doesn't miss you and think about you. Okay, remember that. But I know how easy it is. You know, I have these moments where I think my DM doesn't care about me at all, or, you know. So you just have to move beyond your fear. Well, I mean, this is the thing. And this is why he's coming up as Oz in this card, because Oz is... the thing is, Frank is actually a very emotional, loving person. You've seen that side of him. He's very sensitive and emotional. That's how Oz is. Oz is a werewolf, okay? So he's got two sides of him. So obviously he's got that side of him that's very sensitive and alluring and wonderful, but he's also got another side to him. Because he's got that primal side, he's got that wolf side, and that wolf side can also be a bit dangerous. So I feel this about you perhaps seeing the two sides of him at this moment, like you, because you haven't perhaps got the side of him around you that's giving you attention and love, you're doubting his feelings. So what I'm actually picking up on in this card is that at this current moment, he is communicating with you through telepathy. So you could see wolves for that reason. Okay, so it's like he's saying to you, I'm talking to you through the telepathic realms. He is thinking about you and he is missing you and you are on his mind, even if he isn't reaching out. So pay attention to the signs you see, the synchronicities, the songs you hear, especially between now and the full moon. Okay, because I feel that you're going to be on his mind a lot between now and the full moon at the end of the month, okay? Let's get a karmic card. Okay, and this is the deck I'm being guided to use at this moment, okay? What's going on in his karmic situation? Again, Wheel of Fortune. He knows it's not meant to be, okay? So, and this, I mean, this is the thing, you know, when I'm connecting with this, it's like he wants his independence back. And I feel the thing is, I mean, there could even be at this time, his partner, if he's still with this karmic partner, could be spending a lot of time by themselves because you've got the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is really a card about self-love and self-care. So the first thing I need to let you know is that this karmic partner's come into his life for a reason. It was destined to happen so he could learn and grow and become more independent, which you know. But I feel he's becoming independent of this person, no matter how it seems on social media. You know, he's destined to kind of have this time by himself, and so are you. So I feel that this person he's with is actually spending perhaps more time on their own. Okay, and yes, this person may be attractive and got it going on and all that, but that doesn't mean that he's meant to be with that person. Okay, let me just pull you a karmic card as well. What else do you need to know about this? So he is missing you. Yeah, it's a new relationship in your eyes, like a rebound relationship. Okay, and I feel that, you know, if he hadn't gone into that relationship, he may have rebounded and gone back to his wife, you know, to his ex, because it was like he felt he couldn't be with you when he left his marriage straight away because he had to heal himself. So remember, he's like trying too hard to create love. It's like it's not how it seems. It's fake, okay? That's why there's a delay, because he's got to realise this. So the angels say to you, it's a rebound, or it's, you know, it's not a wonderful relationship like it's magical and everything you perhaps think a relationship should be, even if it's perceived that way on social media. Okay, you're being reminded in your situation that divine timing is a big part of your journey. Okay, it says procrastination, afraid to start again. So in other words, when he left his situation, he was afraid to start again. He needed time to think and process and become this version of himself. Even though this is a woman on this card, I'm seeing this as the fact that he's healing and becoming his strong version, okay? Because to be with you, he's got to be his best version. So he was afraid to perhaps start again on his own. So he went into that relationship. Do you think he loves it? Again, this is your own fears you've got to overcome. Okay, I'm not saying there's feelings there, obviously, otherwise he wouldn't be with it, but it's different than what he feels for you. So I can't say whether he does or doesn't love her, it's different. If I said to you, oh yeah, he loves her, you'd just be upset. Okay, you've got to recognise that what he has with you is different than what he has with that person. Okay, it's totally different. If you compare yourself to the karmic partner and the relationship he's in with that person, it'll drive you crazy for the rest of your life. It's totally different who you are. You can't keep focusing on that situation. The more you do, the more stress you'll be in. Okay, because I mean, the thing is, this is a beautiful card. This is what he wants you to know, that he is thinking about you and he's calling to you with this full moon. Okay, I'm afraid he'll never leave. Well, that's something you're learning. That's your lesson, hon. That's your lesson. Okay, your lesson is to surrender and be okay either way. Okay, and the thing is, that was your biggest fear when he was married. And because you didn't heal that while he was married, that's why he's in another karmic relationship now. Okay, because you've got to heal that part of you. So let me give you some guidance for you. Okay, what's the guidance for you? This is a childhood issue. So from your perspective, it's a wound from childhood. This will be like an abandonment wound or something you went through in childhood. So remember, it's not really about him at all. It's not really about him and her at all. It's about your inner childhood wound, where maybe as a child you felt like you weren't good enough, or you weren't chosen, or you had to do a certain thing to be seen, or whatever it was. So you need to kind of go back in your mind to something that happened in your childhood and heal that. It's all about self-love and giving back to you. I hope that helps, okay? AD, thank you for the donation. Good morning, thanks for the messages. Could you tell me the most important message from Spirit for me, please? So what's the most important message for you from Spirit at this time, from your angel? We've got energy leakage, so you may need to shield yourself a little bit, okay? Notice where your energy is if you're feeling a bit drained, okay? So perhaps do a cleansing, cleanse your chakras, cleanse your aura, cleanse your space, call on Archangel Michael to protect you. So notice where you may be unconsciously giving away your power through distractions, worry, or unfulfilling relationships. Every small drain adds up, reducing your ability to manifest. So you could be worried about something you don't need to worry about. So you could be operating in the past or the future. Be more in the now. You know, you could be distracted by thoughts and worry and struggle. You could be giving to things that aren't reciprocated. In other words, you could be overgiving. I'm not saying that like feelings aren't there. This could be like you're doing too much, or you're trying too hard, or you need to recalibrate your own energy. So there's energy leaking out of you somewhere that you've got to give back to you. So I feel a cleansing would do it. You know, if you give yourself a good cleansing and a good healing, you know, the angels will sort that out for you. And if you do feel this time like you're drained in any way, you may just need some time in nature or to reconnect with yourself, okay? And you be honest with yourself. Say, okay, am I trying too hard? Am I trying to make things happen? Am I overgiving? Am I always the one initiating? And then pull that energy back to you, okay? Yeah, temperance, patience is the key. Now, when I connect with temperance, it's a very healing card. Your angels are with you. So it's about getting the balance right, okay? So focus on balancing your energy through meditation, through creative work, and then the treasure chest will begin to open again. So creativity as well. I'm seeing like in this card, you know, because Joyce there, the mother there, is, I mean, this could be connected with your mother in some way, or it could be that you need to mother yourself. You know, we are the mother and the child, aren't we, within? So you have your own inner child, and you can mother your own inner child through creative work, like doing things like colouring and colouring books, or, you know, things that make you feel better in that way, whatever it is. Giving to you, doing something creative for yourself, that will help. I hope that helps, okay? City Cat, thank you for the donation. Thank you for bearing with me, guys. I've got a little bit of a cold, okay? We just have a drink. Okay, so City Cat says, hi Liz, welcome back, thank you. Great to see you. Grateful for a message from my DM and an update on his actions towards me. So what's he saying to you? I know you are. Love that. So he's done a lot of deep thinking about you being the divine feminine. So I'm not saying he definitely knows you are the divine feminine, but he knows how you make him feel. He knows that he's drawn to you. He knows that you're the one he belongs with, okay? So he's been doing a lot of reflecting, hasn't he? He's probably had a big epiphany. I know you are. I know you're the one I belong with. I know you're the one that's meant to be with me. So what else, okay? Yeah, he's been going through a tower. Star, love it. So this is showing you whatever tower moments have been going on in his life, it's guiding him back to you. So he's being guided towards you. The stars are aligning, okay? So your guidance is to shine bright to bring him in, okay? And I'm feeling that this is shifting between now and the Aquarius season, okay? So between now and February, Aquarius is, 18th to the 18th of Feb. So Aquarius season itself could be significant, but I feel he's coming towards you, or he's making a change, or he's doing something. It's like the tower's falling now in his life. And between now and February, that's what he's being guided to. So whatever he's going through is happening for a reason. So see it that way. Okay, so if you're perhaps thinking, oh, everything's falling apart, why's my finger bleeding? Did you notice? I didn't even notice my finger was bleeding then. Okay, now this finger, something's been pointed out to me. Just bear with me. It's going to be one of them days. My finger's bleeding. I need to put. Did anyone see that before me then? So if I show you, this is clearly something I'm channeling for you here. So if we go to fingers, because fingers are about reaching out. So he clearly wants to reach out to you. Let me just bring my fingers in here. My fingers. Ego and fear. So he's definitely in fear about something, okay? So it's to do with security. So he's having a tower moment in his current security. Okay, now this could be like his actual work life, or his home life, or obviously his emotions as well. But he needs to deal with his security to come forward. So he's having some kind of breakdown in his security to be able to come towards you and be with you the right way, to have a relationship with you. So he's being guided towards you. So the skeleton there as well is about everything coming out. So he knows who you are. I feel you've just got to be very patient at this time, because he's coming, like something is aligning between now and the Aquarius season. Let me just get a plaster. Just give me a second. I've got one in my bag here. Okay, don't need to go anywhere. I've got my little juicy bag here. So let me grab a plaster. Interesting, that's just happened. Glad I noticed. Don't want to get blood all over my Buffy cards, even though Buffy is connected with vampires. Very interesting. Just want a little plaster. Got a little plaster here. It's all happening, isn't it? I'm just taking it as it comes today. What happens, happens. There we go. I've got a little one there. Like my little rucksack here. Put that back. I was throwing it on the floor. Okay, let me just put this plaster on there. So I hope that helps, honey. So something's shifting between now and the Aquarius season. Let me pop that on there. Okay. So like I say, I can't guarantee how long I'm going to be on for. I will stop donations at some point so that I can catch up. You have to bear with me if I'm coughing everywhere. It's starting to get warm in here as well. I don't want to put this fan on me in case it makes me cough, I've got a bigger fan, have you noticed? I was using that other fan before. Can you hear that? No, that's going to annoy me, I think. We'll see. Anyway, okay, moving on. Emily, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, are the messages from D. Okay. The messages from D. Oh, it's not nice when you got a cold, is it? Oh, horrible. So what does D want you to know today? What does D want you to know today? What does D want you to know today? Page of Stakes, there's good news coming in, okay? So good news is on the way, okay? And you got that harmony card there as well. So it's about you doing you and being in your power. Give me a block. What does D want you to know? I'm so taken back with your vulnerability and how you express yourself. I love that that's come out because, like I've just said with this card came out before for someone, okay? I don't think it came out for you, did it? Have I done your question already? It would have been Sophia, I'm not sure. But anyway, this is Harmony. She's a vampire, which is also not naive. I wouldn't say she's naive, but she's kind of like girly and youthful and, a bit fun. And this is what he's drawn to, the way you're vulnerable. So I'm not saying you're a walkover at all. It's like the way you are, because Harmony is also very vulnerable. That's how she is as a person. And that's how she is as a vampire, because when you are in Buffy, the part of you that is the dominant part of you in life comes out in you in a vampire. And that's how she is, So, and she's in Angel and she's in Buffy as well. Not that you probably care. She's a secretary in Angel, actually. She works in Wolfram and Hart for Angel when he takes over the company. But it's like the way you are, the way you express yourself, the way you speak perhaps to D, the way you handle yourself, he's very inspired by it. And that's what he wants you to know, okay? Got blood on me from it's my nose. It's all happening today. I'm using a vampire deck and I've got blood going on. So I'm a bit of a hot mess today. So, just let me just be as I am today. So maybe you feel like a hot mess, or you could be picking up on the Kundalini rising as well. But really, I feel like he's saying to you, you make him a hot mess, because the way you are vulnerable and the way you express yourself and the way you are, he struggles with that, and that inspires him. So he wants to be more like you. That's what I've got coming through, okay? And that's good news. So there's good news on the way. Page of Stakes, good news is coming in. Something is shifting. You may be seeing unicorns. But he wants to come back more vulnerable with you, and that's what he's currently struggling with. Anything else you need to know? Anything else you need to know? Flying out. You've got try and see it from his point of view. Okay, try and see it from their point of view. It says, this belief is actually criticism from the past. So he may be criticising himself. Maybe you've criticised him in the past. He should be doing this, he should be doing that. But I feel the message is, if you look at it from a higher perspective and see it from his point of view, you'll understand things on a deeper level. I hope that helps, okay? And then I can see you've donated again and said, are there any messages from my angels about me moving out on my own to a new place? So moving out on my own to a new place. So what do you need to know about this move? What do the angels want you to know about this move? Moving out on your own to a new place. So I feel that it won't be good for you because you're going to get away from things that have stressed you out. You've got the Seven of Swords in this. And I feel it's going to help you to be your true self. So I'm not saying you're mask wearing in any way, shape or form, but it feels like if you go into your own place, you're going to be able to decorate it how you want or furnish it how you want. And you're going to just feel better. I feel this because I'm not feeling you're like, a lot of people tend to grab onto the general meaning of what the cards are. And I'm not seeing this at all like cheating and all of that. I'm seeing the Seven. This is you moving on from things that stress you out. You're going to feel like it's a new beginning for you. So I feel it's a good move. It's something that you're being guided to do for a reason. And it's coming within the next few months. So within the next few months, this will happen. Okay. And the 7 as well is about where you currently are in July. So, and don't feel guilty as well about getting your own place or perhaps moving away from other people. Perhaps that's something you're dealing with as well. Guilt. Perhaps you've been staying where you are for other people or because you're trying to do the right thing for people. You've got to think of your own needs and what's best for you. And that's really something I'm picking up on as well. So within the next few months, this move is coming. It's going to help you. You're going to be able to operate in your own power. I'm seeing those boxes as well as moving boxes. You're letting go of the past and you're moving towards something new, but you're currently not there. You're in this interim period. Okay, so it is manifesting at this time. I hope that helps, okay? Patricia, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, welcome back. May I have a message from A. Thank you for being here. So what do you need to know? What's the message from A? You've got my favourite thoughts of each day always involve you. So he's constantly thinking about you. You're on his mind every day. Okay, my favourite thoughts of us each day. So he's thinking about times you shared together. He's thinking about you in general. Okay, my favourite thoughts each day involve you. So you're always on his mind. What else? What else? So he's always thinking about you even if he isn't taking action on a particular day. Every day he thinks about you. Yeah, and there will be a communication coming in. Okay, so I mean, the 2 of Cups, it's the love card anyway, but I'm actually seeing this as like a reconciliation when I'm tapping in with it intuitively. Okay, I'm seeing this as coming back together. So, and it's like he loves everything about you as well. It's like he sees you as different versions of yourself. Like in this particular card, I'm just seeing that this is definitely the 2 of Cups it is, because it's not an image. It's a strange one, don't you think? For the 2 of Cups, because you've got Buffy and Faith in that card. I wouldn't necessarily, if I was like creating this deck, I would have made the 2 of Cups like Buffy and Angel. A lot of you would probably say, no, Liz, Buffy and Spike, okay. But I'd have made it like Buffy and Angel, really. But it's Buffy and Faith, which is really interesting. But really, they do bring the best out of each other anyway. So this reminds me of in Wicked when... Because I've only seen the first film, so I can't go into the film, but I have seen the theatre show, okay, where they say what they do for God, because I knew you, I was changed for God. Because obviously you've got the two, Glinda, you've got Glinda, haven't you, and then you've got, what's her name, Alphabet, or whatever her name is. So it's like, and it's the same with Faith and Buffy, because Buffy's the good one, and yes, Faith is good because she's a slave, but she's also got a dark side. So I feel like he loves all the parts of you. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay? That what he loves about you, that everything about you. So he may have thoughts about you where you've perhaps you might think, oh, is that triggering? Or does he think about the bad things? But he loves everything about you, whether it's been a good moment or a bad moment. He loves it all. He loves everything about you. He embraces every side of you. And he does obviously see you as his 2 of Cups. Okay, but I'm seeing this as a reconciliation card. So if you're not in contact at this moment, I feel he will be reaching out soon, or something is going to move forward. You could be communicated at this time. There's going to be fear. He's overcoming some fear. I feel you may be receiving messages in music. I hope that helps, okay? Be really interesting. I've got my book in there. I'm going to do a bit of research on this deck, because obviously it's one of my favourite shows of all time, Buffy is. It's like Buffy and Angel are my top 2 shows. Angel first, then Buffy, really. And then things like The Walking Dead and Supernatural. But I'm a massive Buffy fan, okay? I've seen it so many times. And, like, I'm just curious why. You know, I want to read the guide. This is one deck that I will read the guidebook about because, you know, I want to know why. Why is this creator decided to put Faith and Buffy on that card, you know? When I would have put, for me, I would have put Angel and Buffy. If there's any Buffy fans in the chat, let me know. Who would you have put on the 2 of Cups? Let me know. Okay? So I hope that helps, okay? So contact is coming. Joy, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, what does he want to say? So what does he want to say today? What does he want to say, okay? He's saying, I don't care what it takes, I'm going to give you my heart. There you go. I don't care what it takes. So he is admitting he's got a battle ahead, okay? I don't care what it takes, what I have to do. I am going to give you my heart. This is going to happen. So he is going to give you his heart, even if it's hard for him, even if it makes him feel vulnerable and scared. And thank you for helping me to feel at ease about Angela. She's still in New York on the tracking information. She's, you know, I've no idea what's going on, okay, why she's still there, but we've got a tower and we've got the full, yeah, so he's going through his tower to have this new beginning, which you know anyway, so the tower's falling so he can start again with you. So the new beginning is coming in there. So whatever's going on, it's happening for the right reasons. I know you know that anyway, but he is going through his battles and his struggles, because that's why he's saying to you, I don't care what it takes. In other words, the tower is falling in his life. He is going through battles and struggles. However, he's saying, I am going to give you my heart. We are going to have this new beginning. I am going to be reborn out of the dark times I'm going through. Out of the struggles I'm going through, I am going to start again. So there is definitely a new beginning coming in for you too. Anything else you need to know? Anything else you need to know? You've got a third party is having an impact. So I feel the third party is like the old version of himself. I'm not saying this is another person. Okay, now obviously you read it how you resonate with it. Okay, so if you resonate with someone else being involved, then obviously take that how it resonates with you. But I'm not picking up on it that way. I'm seeing the third party as the old version of himself that he's releasing with that tower. So really, if the death card had come out in the Fool, that would have spoken a lot. But the tower is like really what comes out with the death card is, you know, it's like change. So he's letting go of that part of himself to become this new version. So the old version of himself is still having an impact on him. That's the part of him that's holding back, okay? She's having an adventure. She'll get to California, okay? She's having a New York adventure. So ringing in the ears is a download from heaven and allows you to understand and listen to what you're being shown. So you could be having ringing in your ears more. You could be going through an ear chakra activation. Downloads will always lead to answers that bring clarity and peace. So just pay attention to what's coming to you through your ear chakras or what you're hearing at this time, because that's how the universe is communicating with you. I hope that helps, okay? Stephanie, thank you for the donation, honey. Is Jay planning to ask me on a second date? If not, why? Is Jay planning to ask? And again, remember, this could be because if you're wanting it too much, you can create a desperate energy in your energy field, like you're wanting something to happen. So perhaps just let go and stop worrying about it, and then he'll probably ask you out, okay? The world, okay? And I feel that he wants to give you the world. He knows you deserve the world. Yes, there's definitely, he's going to ask you for another date. Or his intention is to ask you for another date. I feel you've got to let go. In other words, stop worrying about it or overthinking it here. Because I feel like with the world coming out, first of all, this could be your fear about it being over, thinking, oh, is that it? You know, is it completed? But there's a return, okay? But I'm seeing the world as really him wanting to give you the world. Him knowing that you deserve the world. So Jay understands that you deserve to be treated correctly and right. Okay? And I do feel he's coming in with some kind of gesture or romantic gesture. I mean, you've got flowers there. So I do feel there's the opportunity for another date, yes. Okay? So he is planning to ask you on another date. So it's not, I feel you saying, if not, why, is your own fear. I feel that's something you've got to release, because if you were thinking that, then you're going to manifest it in. If you're thinking, oh, he's not going to ask me out again, you're manifesting that in. You're manifesting the end of the chapter in a way. So instead, just affirm everything is working out for me. I'm the prize. I'm magnificent. But I do feel his plan at this current time, yes, is to ask you on another date. And this could be within 6 days, 6 weeks at the most. This could be coming in quickly. Now, I am seeing that cross as well of a protection. Okay, so I'm seeing that you're being protected at this time. You're being shielded. So see it that way. And also cross out any fear. Because the thing is, I am picking up that this could go either way, because your fear could get in the way and create a block. But at the moment, yes, he is planning to ask you on another date. Bear with me, okay? Don't want to start coughing. I've been on for an hour already. Wow, that's gone quick. That's gone quick, hasn't it, don't you think? Emily, thank you for using milestone, honey. Can we do a conversation between me and Dee? So excited for my carrot baby on the way. Oh, of course, you got a carrot baby. I forgot. Yeah, I posted your carrot baby when you were in, when I was in London. So your carrot baby is coming. So what I want to bring in, the masculine and feminine 101 if I can find them. Never done with them. Got to get used to where everything is again in my drawers. Here we go. Okay, so what do you want to say to him? Oh, there's fear there. Oh, there's a little bit of fear coming out when I'm connecting with you. Feel this is the main card and these are extras. So you're saying, first of all I want is to know where I stand. Do I matter to you? So yeah, that's what you're thinking inside, okay? I just want to know where I stand. Do I matter to you? This is the main energy you're in. All these other cards have come out as well. But you're like, I just want to know what's going on. Either way, do you care about me? Do we have a future? And this is, remember, about what you learn on the journey, to let go and have faith and trust the process and all of that. But you're saying, all I want to know, I'm not asking for much, am I? I just want to know where I stand. Do I matter to you? And he's saying, I'm sorry I lied to you. I'm so sorry. How could I lie to you? I'm so sorry. So this is like him recognising that he's perhaps denied how he feels or hidden his feelings, or I'm not saying he's lied to you in a nasty way. This is more about him not showing up or telling you how he feels, and it's left you questioning things. And it's like he's saying, how could I do that to you? I'm sorry, okay? Second bit of the conversation, you're saying, I'm still wearing the smile you gave me. So you could be also thinking about things that make you happy when you think about it. You know, I'm still wearing the smile you gave me. So that's like if he's made you smile, whether it's through an interaction, meeting up in person, being intimate, whatever it is. And he's saying, let's live together. So I feel that it makes him smile when he thinks about living with you, when he thinks about sharing his life with you, when he thinks about waking up with you in the morning. That's what makes him smile. And I feel that this is also about you're going to make each other smile. So, for example, you're going to wake up smiling because you're together, and vice versa, okay? You're saying, please don't lie to me anymore. Now he's saying to you, I'm sorry. How could I lie to you? I'm sorry. You're saying, please don't lie to me anymore. I know you love me, and it hurts that you hide that from me. So this is definitely the fact that he's hiding his emotions. That's annoying you. Even if you're not aware of it, it's going on deep inside, okay? He said, I dream about you too. So I feel the dream is, like, you've obviously dreaming about each other and dream sharing, but I feel he's had a dream where he's living with you and it feels good to him, okay? You're saying, where were you when I needed you? You broke me. So there may have been something you need to forgive here where you felt like you needed him at a certain point on your journey and he wasn't there. And you're saying, it broke me, that broke me. So that's something you've got to forgive, okay? And remember, it wasn't his job to be there for you in that moment or complete you in that moment. You had to find your faith. And you're saying, I hate it when you give other people attention. So really what's going on in your head, even if you're not consciously aware of it, is you want his attention. And that's a wound from childhood. That's about needing to fill up your inner child, give back to your inner child. He's saying, of course I care. There you go. So he's saying, of course I care. I'm sorry I lied to you. I'm sorry it wasn't there for you. Of course I care about you. So anytime you go into your own fear thinking he doesn't care about you, just know that he does care. I hope that helps. Okay, so he wants you to know he cares. Pooja, thank you for the donation. Bookie message what's coming towards me soon, okay? What's coming towards you soon. Going to be putting a stop on donations soon, guys, okay, just so you know. Let's have a look, okay? So the angels are saying to you, what you need to do at this current time is release stress, because when you're manifesting things and you're stressed out, it gets in the way, it causes a block, because you've got brown eyes. So brown eyes could be significant, but I'm actually seeing brown eyes as like things you're wanting to create. So for example, imagine in your eyes, you're looking at something you want to create and manifest. It's like brown eyes are like soil, like fertile energy. So if you let go of the stress, you're more likely to manifest what you want. Because you're coming up here as a witch, which means you are a magician. Okay, it doesn't mean you are a witch. It means that you have magical properties in you. You have the power to create. You've got the letter P as well, and obviously Pooja, but you've got P. Take that, it resonates. Your current person wants to move forward because they want to follow their truth. Their truth is telling them to move forward. Okay, and this may also be something you manifested. Tired, you could be tired, you could be picking up on their tiredness. We got religious there as well, so your beliefs may have an impact on things, or this could be about you having faith. He could be wearing a mask, and that's what he wants to do, follow his truth, to take that mask off. You got rent, so you could be paying your rent. Or you could be thinking about things you need to pay out, okay, and you're going to have the money you need to do that, and you've got light skin. And this could also be about you lightening the load, feeling lighter in your own skin. So I'm not just talking about like the colour skin. This is about lightening things that you've been carrying around, like giving any worries to heaven in exchange for peace, okay? So I hope that helps. What's coming towards you is faith and power. Bear with me. Okay, I might have just to go to the bathroom in a minute as well. I'm just taking my time, guys. Bear with me, okay? I think I'm going to put a stop on donations right now, actually, so that I can catch up. So after Janie T, no more donations, just so I can catch up because of my cough, okay? I don't want everyone to donate and then me having to go off. So after Janie T's donation there, no more donations. So mods, if you can put that in the chat for me, please. And I'm saying it now because I'm sure people will still donate anyway. So that's why I'm putting a stop on it right now. Doesn't mean I'm going to not do any more. It just means I need to catch up and then see how I feel, okay? But I'm going to be live again on Friday. No, Brittany, pop it in. Brittany, get yours in. I said, dang it. So Brittany, put yours in. After Brittany, no more donations, okay? So we've got Mimbu, thank you for the donation. What's going on with P for the new moon? What's going on with P for the new moon? No, it's okay, Brittany, put it in. Okay, put it in. Hey, Victor, welcome, honey. Take care, everyone, meow. Thank you for dropping in, Victor. I'm sending you lots of love. I know you've donated, so I'll get to you. Prayers for Angela, everyone, that she gets to LA. Okay. So what's going on with P for the new moon? Always do a lot of thinking about you. Your patience is paying off. Okay. This is good, okay? This is showing you that your patience, if you're being very patient at this time, it's going to pay off. He's communicating with you currently through music. Okay? He's sending you a lot of messages through music. So, especially between now and the full moon, he's telling you through music their intention is, their intention is to give you the world. There's going to be a new cycle coming into your connection, okay? So you've got to be very patient at this time with this whole process, and that's going to move everything into place because you're going to end up where you're meant to be. Now, I do feel there's a lot of telepathic communication going on. So, and it's really powerful, actually, because in this particular card, you've got Dracula. There's an episode in Buffy where she gets completely drawn to Dracula. Dracula's in this episode, and she's under his spell. So I feel that your person feels under your spell. Okay, they know they belong with you, and your person does feel romantic towards you a lot of the time as well, even if they're not showing that. So I feel that P isn't romantic. Maybe you bring out that side of P that nobody else ever has. So I feel you're going to see that as well. Now, I don't know if your person is a musical person, but there's definitely music in this. So if your person is a musical person, in other words, if P plays an instrument or likes music, then things are definitely shifting forward in that way as well. So he could be writing a song, or he could be connecting with music in some way, from a hobby perspective or a career perspective as well. So I feel there's a lot of creativity around P with this new moon, so ideas and understanding coming to them as well. But really what you're receiving in music, or you will receive in music, is that P is saying, I want to be able to give you the world. And your patience is paying off, because if you're patient, you're going to have the whole package with him. Okay, the Ten of Pentacles, everything is moving into place. So what else is P? So you're receiving messages in music. So what's going on with P? I try to block this unexplainable love I feel for you, but it always comes back stronger like a tornado. So I feel he's going to come in when you don't expect it. He's going to come whooshing in when you don't expect it, like a tornado, because he's tried to move on, tried to forget you, tried to block you out, and it does not work, okay? So he's communicating with you through music. I know I'm saying he, it's just how I'm channeling the message. Yeah, because it's destiny. You've got Depeche Mode, it's no good. Now, that doesn't mean the connection is no good. It means he can't fight the feeling. It's no good. I'm meant to be with you, okay? You are my destiny. I'm going to take my time. I have all the time in the world. That's a sign for you to be patient, which means you have enough time. I'm going to make you mine, okay? It's written in the stars above. And he's going to apologise. It's never too late. Forgive them and forgive yourself. So if there's anything you need to forgive at this current time, forgive, let go. Heal it in the 5D. Let go of the past, because P is going to come in and apologise to you when the time is right. I hope that helps, okay? Karina, thank you for the donation, honey. Message from my DM and the angels. So what does your DM want to say? I want you to know I haven't given up on us. So if you pull a card for yourself out of the tarot, for example, you might pull the 9 of Wands. Okay? Because he's saying, don't give up on me because I haven't given up on you. I am persevering and pushing through the doubts and confusion. So he's dealing with some of his own issues that he needs to resolve. That's nothing to do with you. That's to do with him. Okay? There's a new beginning coming in. He wants to take a leap of faith towards you. And it's going to be a loving, heartfelt gesture. And I feel that he is letting you know that whatever he needs to walk away from to be with you, whether it's a situation, a circumstance, a person, or just fear, he's doing that so he can have a new beginning with you. And he's going to come forward from his heart space. You know, this is great. This particular, being a big Buffy fan, this particular card, this is out of, it looks to me like it's out of the episode Once More with Feeling, which is one of my favourite episodes. I've actually got that episode on a separate DVD as well. It's the singing episode where he can't keep his feelings in any longer because, you know, the song demon has cast a spell on Sunnydale where they sing about their emotions, and he's trying not to say what's on his mind, but he can't help it. It just comes out and he starts singing. And this is when he's in the graveyard and he kind of jumps on this coffin. He says, "Let me rest in peace." Okay. And he's like he can't rest in peace until he said what he wants to say. So I feel what your masculine is trying to say to you in this message is he feels restless because he wants to tell you how he feels, and he will feel restless within himself until he has this new beginning with you. So he's dealing with whatever he's going through to push through all of that fear and stress so he can actually speak his truth. So he's going to have a new beginning with you. He's going to walk away from things. So this could be something shifting between August and the new year. I hope that helps, okay? Ashwini, thank you for the donation. 3D message from my friend S from her DM, please. So what does your friend's masculine want to say? All of the conversations we've ever had are playing over and over in my head and my heart. So your person could be rereading old messages or thinking about the past. You took me somewhere I've never been before and I want to stay there. So in other words, your person is thinking and doing a lot of reminiscing. A lot of reflecting on the way you make them feel. And it's like, you took me somewhere I've never been before. And that could be a physical place, but I feel it's more like in their heart, their mind, their emotions, in their body. So really your person is saying, I can't forget you because you're the only one that's ever really mattered to me. You know, you're the only one that's ever really made me feel what you make me feel. So, and he can't escape that no matter what he does. So yeah, he's planning what to do. There's going to be progress because he's breaking free from the chains he's in, okay, to take control and move forward. So the 3 of Stakes is about progress and movement, but I feel this is him showing you he's going to break free from whatever he's stuck in currently or what he has been stuck in to take control. So you can expect something to happen within the next 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 weeks at the most. I'm saying 3, I'm trying to say 3 months, I'm not letting me say it. So it feels like something's happening within 3 days to 3 weeks. 3 months at the most, but I'm not picking up on that, okay? I feel that something's happening over the next 3 weeks. I hope that helps, okay? Bina, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz. Today, he invited me for lunch with a common friend. He drove us to the venue and he was a gentleman throughout. Why is he doing this now, please? Well, first of all, because you're surrendering and because he's showing up for you when you're not pressuring him or needing him to, okay? So, first of all, don't see it as, oh, he's got an agenda or he's showing you who he truly is. If you're seeing him as a gentleman, that's who he truly is. That's how he wants to behave with you. It's not like he's got some hidden agenda. You know, he's trying to be around you correctly. And that's a good thing. So don't question it. Just be in the flow of it, okay? So he's going through a tower in his life as well. Let's see what else is coming up. Knight of Scythes. Trying to get this other one. I mean, it may have took you by surprise because I feel that and this is the thing. I feel what's going on with you is that you perhaps feel like you like it. No, I wouldn't say you're in shock about it, but you probably just like it happens quickly and you weren't expecting it. So you're in this kind of what's going on. Why? Because the Knight of Scythes is quick, spontaneous action. So it may feel to you like, why are things turning around this quickly, or why? It's like, I feel that you're in your head about it. So he's seeing you as very sexy, very dynamic, very courageous, very confident. I feel he's also going through a tower in his life. So this could also be fear of losing you. Okay, and that's why he's invited you for lunch or why he's involved you in this, because he doesn't want to lose you and he feels your light, give me fear. He's drawn to you like a moth to a flame. There's definitely a lot of fear he's going through in his life. So I'm seeing that ball that you're holding there. This is, I can't think what her name is in this, okay? Oh my goodness me, what's her name? She's like the god in this, in that particular season. I can't think what her name is. It's right on the tip of my tongue. I'm a massive Buffy fan, but I can't think what it is. But anyway, she is this god. She's a god, okay? A goddess. Now, I don't believe that anyone is a god or a goddess apart from God, obviously. But what I mean is, he's seen you as a goddess. That's how he sees you. So he wants you to know he sees you as a goddess in this particular card. And just let me know in the chat what her name is because it's annoying me. Okay, what's the name? You know, she's like two sides. And this is the thing, you may be seeing two sides of it. Oh my goodness me, what's her name? It's doing my head and it's on the tip of my tongue. She's like a man and a woman in one body. I'm not saying that's you. This is like the person, this character, okay? So you may see, oh, all of a sudden he's behaving this way when he was acting that way. So you're like, I don't understand why he's behaving this way. But I'm seeing this as he's seeing you as this goddess that he doesn't want to lose, okay? And it's showing you the pain and the hurt here. So I feel that it's something he's thought about. The reason why he's doing this now is because he's been thinking about it. He wants to hit that bullseye. Okay, he wants to move forward towards you and do the right thing. And he's feeling confidence. So you're bringing confidence out of it. And this can be a work card. So it's something he's doing, disguising it as work. Okay. Or he invited me for lunch with a common friend. I don't know if you're going to be talking about work or it's work related in some way. But it's because he's got someone else there as well. It's like his way of being confident around you. But the message I've got coming through, regardless of why it's happening or what he's doing, he sees you as a goddess and he wants to show up for you correctly. Let me just see what he wants to say to you. I'm just going to have to Google her name. It's on the tip of my tongue, okay? It's doing my head in. The goddess in Buffy. Classic, glorificus. I knew it was something. It was on the tip of my tongue. Glory, calls the glory. That's it. Okay. That's who that card is there. It was doing my head and I had to check, okay. Glorificus, but they call it glory in that, okay. So, and glory could be a huge sign as well. So if we Google glory meaning, what does it actually say? High praise, public honour or renown earned through impressive achievements. So this could be to do with something he's achieved and he wants to talk about that, or maybe he feels like he wants your recognition in some way. Let me just get you another card for you. Are you impressed with my knowledge of Buffy? Okay. Trust me, everything is falling into place in this deep silence. So when he's quiet, he's saying things are falling into place. So even if he's talking to you and he's not bringing up his feelings, everything is falling into place. That's the message. I hope that helps, okay? Divian, thank you for the donation, honey. Whenever comes out for me an angel guidance. So what do you need to know? Well, I feel Archangel Raphael is around you, bringing a healing in. And you're becoming passionately aligned with what you need, okay? I feel your person is struggling with the ego. Okay, so this is you, for example, and this is your person. So I know you're not directly asking me about your person, but I am picking up on your person or someone you're connected to, because you're becoming passionately aligned. You're going through a healing in your own life. So the universe supports you and supports work that you do, okay, that brings joy, meaning, and fulfillment to your life. So if you are perhaps changing your career or doing work that you enjoy, you'll be supported. You'll receive the rewards. Let your passions guide your path and have faith the rewards will follow. But ultimately, I'm seeing this as you aligning towards your passions, whether it's your person or you working on you. So maybe that's what you've been doing. You've been focusing more on your passions and your goals and your dreams. And for that reason, I feel your person is missing you. So they see this scarcity mindset. They may feel like they're losing you or they have lost you. But it's not that. It's the fact that you've been focusing on other things that you're now passionately aligning with, like your goals and dreams. And they've been lured by their ego. So they're in ego. They're struggling with their fear of losing you and what to do next. But I feel they're definitely craving you. So, and, you know, I feel that your person is wanting you. So I feel like there's a draw there. So you may be feeling your person pulling on your energy, okay? Or you may do. You make me feel things I've never felt before and it feels so good. So what I'm really picking up on, I'm not going to read these cards because I feel these are connected with your person. We've got scarcity mindset and lure of the ego. I feel that because you're aligning with things that you're passionate about in your own life, it's drawing your person back, okay? And your person is thinking about you more and more because they're afraid of losing you. And they're thinking about times they've shared with you or the way you make them feel and it feels good and they're being pulled back to you. So you are attracting in your person. That's a message. Anything else you need to know? You've got, there will be a peaceful resolution. So you will sort this out with them. And you've got a year from now. So it could be a year from now where everything aligns. So this could be, if you have a specific goal in your mind, and that could be work related or it could be love. A year from now, that's when it will be perfectly aligned. So, for example, this time next year, all the things you're perhaps stressing over now, worrying about now, will be a thing of the past because you'll have either achieved them or you'll be in them. Does that make sense? I hope that helps, okay? I think, oh no, my chat is moving. I thought my chat had gone off then, but it is still moving. Ashwini, thank you for the donation. 3D message from him. So what does he want to say to you? Let me just grab that without knocking my chat off. There we go. Nobody told me it was going to be easy and nobody told me how hard it was going to be not physically being with you. So it does hurt him and affect him not being around you in the physical world. Okay? And it hurts you as well. And this is a hard journey. It's like he's saying, I didn't realise how hard it would be to not be with you. I'm deeply sorry. I'm deeply sorry I haven't told you how I truly feel about you and that you haven't yet heard me say the words I love you. So he does love you and he wants to tell you he loves you. And he's sorry he hasn't told you yet, or recently anyway, that he does love you. And he's finding it very hard to be away from you physically. And I feel that's physically as in being in your presence, but also being intimate with you as well. I feel like he's craving intimacy. He isn't getting any of that where he is, and he doesn't want any of that where he is. And that's also, you know, for a guy, that's a big thing. Yeah, and this, he knows he's got to make a big sacrifice and a big change. And he knows this is the thing, it's like these tarot cards that have come out are literally the same cards that we've just had coming out, okay? Because you got the Five of Pentacles, okay? Nobody told me it was going to be easy. Nobody told me how hard it was going to be not physically being with you. And that's exactly that, okay? And his fear is that you're going to reject him, you know, that you're not going to want to know. Because he knows that it's been a long time and he wishes he'd have told you how he feels. So he is a little bit worried about you rejecting him there. And that's his own fear, something he's got to overcome. And this is you also being reminded from your angels that you can't miss out on what's meant for you. And you've got the Five of Stakes here. So this is the conflict he's going on inside. It's like he's got to break free from his struggle. Now, this is Skip. Is this Skip in this? This is Skip, okay? Skip is a demon, okay? Oh, no, that's Giles when he turns into that demon. Okay, I was just seeing what it was. I thought it was Skip. It isn't Skip. It's Giles. Giles becomes this demon, okay? Giles there's a spell cast on Giles, and he becomes this demon, and he can't speak English. No one understands him. He breaks everything in his house because he's got all this strength he didn't know he had. So it's about breaking free, and obviously he has to turn back into his human self. So what I'm seeing with this is that, you know, he's going through a battle he's currently in. It's not with anybody else, it's with himself. So he's going through all this struggle inside, saying, nobody told me it was going to be easy. It's so hard to be away from you, to come forward and make it right with you. But I'm also seeing this like he's breaking free of his surroundings as well. Okay, that's what, because I'm seeing like this, there's Giles in his house. He starts breaking things in his house, you know, like knocking the lampshades around. It's a really funny episode, actually. And breaking things, and, you know, he opens doors and they come off the hinges and everything, because there could be rage in him as well at home. So when he's at home, he's struggling and he wants to come forward. Okay, that stake card is speaking visually. Yeah, the stake. I mean, you take it how it resonates with you as well. But I did also see this as Skip. Skip is a demon who, I think Skip's an angel, actually. Yeah, Skip's an angel, not Buffy. I'm getting mixed up there, because this is definitely Giles when he gets turned into that demon. But I'm also seeing it as Skip, because Skip is a demon, but he's actually, he helps Cordelia to become this higher being, okay? So I feel the message is also a sign to remember that everything you're going through is for your soul growth. That's what you need to know. I hope that helps, okay? Mariana, thank you for the donation, honey. No more donations, please, guys, so I can catch up, okay? My mods are putting it in the chat for me. Where am I? Okay, so Mariana says, secret thoughts and feelings. So what's secret thoughts and feelings? No more donations, please, guys. Thank you, Grace. I don't know if you noticed, Grace, as well, Saved by Grace. Your name was pretty much in yesterday's reading. I don't know if it was, I think it was yesterday's reading. Save Grace was in the reading. It was in one of the readings. And obviously Grace was in Sunday's reading as well. So I don't know if you picked up on that. Save Grace. I thought of you. Okay. So secret thoughts and feelings for Mariana. Since being on this journey, I've seen the number 11 so many times. It's become my favourite number. So what he secretly wants you to know is he's going through a spiritual awakening. There is change since he's known you. Okay, so he's seen 11:11 at this current time. So whether he's talked to you about that or not, he may have been doing his research on it, trying to work out why he's seen that number. So he's saying, since being on this journey, in other words, since I've known you, I've been seeing 11:11 everywhere, and I've been trying to work out what that means, and I've been doing my research. So he's definitely become more spiritual since he's known you. Okay. Meditation brings answers. So maybe he's doing a lot of thinking at this time, trying to work out what to do, or what this love is, or what he's feeling or experiencing. Because meditation brings answers, also a sign of awakening. Okay, so really what I need to share with you is, at this current time, he's going through a period of awakening. And he's starting to become more spiritually aware, okay? What else? That card just turned over, so I need to take it, okay? 3 of Pentacles, look at that. Research at the magic box. So again, what I'm seeing here is, okay, because this is the card that's getting my attention, he's doing his research. Okay, because the 3 of Pentacles is like higher love, 5D love, connecting in the 5D. But I mean, I was actually, I shuffled this deck properly this morning, you know, even though, you know, it was hard for me to do it like this because it's so big. Look how big this deck is. I shuffled it like this. And I was just looking through some of the cards, and this is one I saw, and I thought, oh, that's about research. And that's exactly what I'm picking up on. So what he wants you to know is he's doing his research. He's learning about what this love is, about, you know, maybe he is aware of soulmates, twin flames, something like that. But he's definitely doing his research on this connection. I hope that helps again. So it feels like it's a soul connection. Just blow my nose. Been on for an hour and a half already. It's gone very, very quickly. And I'm enjoying being here with you all. Thank you for being here, guys. I really do miss you, because you're my family. So Empress 88, thank you for the donation. Can't see your question. There's no question in the super chat. Okay, so I'm going to have to come back to you. So I can't see your question because it's not in there. Okay, so I'm going to do Tiffany. Thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, any message regarding my workplace? So what do you need to know regarding your workplace at this current time? You've got self-fulfillment, okay? So remember, you get what you give, okay? So in other words, if you're enjoying what you're doing, then you'll receive fulfillment no matter what. So in other words, imagine if you hate your job. I'm not saying you hate your job, but imagine you do. Imagine you work somewhere and you hate it, okay? But you can go in there and start focusing on fulfillment. You can focus on having a good day. You can focus on being grateful for all the blessings of that day, and it will fulfill you. So what I'm picking up on is you need to do work that fulfills you, that fulfills yourself, but you have the power to be happy and feel fulfilled no matter what's going on around you. Because if there's conflict around you or struggle, you can make a decision to feel fulfilled within your own self. And you create like your own little world in that environment, okay? So you are on a journey of self-fulfillment, which also means you've got to think, okay, does this job, this workplace, this situation fulfill me? Does it fulfill me on a soul level? And if the answer is no, then there's other things out there for you. Okay, so you're on a journey of self-fulfillment, relying on yourself rather than seeking external validation. So again, you don't need external validation. You don't need anyone in your workplace telling you you're doing a good job or being kind to you or anything like that, because you give all that to you. So when you're filling up your own cup, then all the outside things will come in. So if you're waiting for something to happen at your workplace, like a promotion or more money or someone to give you a pat on the back, or give all that to you in a way, and then it'll come to you automatically because you'll be attracting it in. As you begin to trust yourself fully, you'll come to realize that you are your greatest resource. I love that. That's saying to you, there's fear there. Let go of any fears, because you are your greatest resource, not the place you're working at. You. So in other words, you can work there or you can work anywhere because you have great resources within you. You are the resource. And this could also be a sign about you becoming self-employed or doing something more related to your spiritual life. So you may be going through an upgrade or a change, and Archangel Jeremiah is making sure you're on the right path. Okay, so you may be at crossroads in your career at this time. I hope that helps, okay? I've just seen, there she is, Empress 88 says, that's the donation I couldn't find. So Empress says, hi Liz, it's just under the person you're currently reading for. Okay, yes, I know that, but I can't just move my chat up and down. Oh, it is, it's there, okay? It's just this why, please put your donation in the super, like your question in the super chat from now on, okay? It's easier for me to read when my chat's like this, okay? So I can see it now. So my question is there anything coming towards my career, love, house, job, anything at all with a date of when, please? What's coming towards you and when? A year from now, okay? A year from now. So this could be because what you're saying is career, love, house, job, anything. So really you're saying to the angels, when is my life going to be sorted out? When is everything going to be the way I want it to be? And they're saying a year from now. So by this time next year, everything will have manifested for you. So let go of the when and the how and just have faith that things are falling into place the right way. Okay, what else do you need to know? So a year from now, you're going to look back and think, what was I ever worrying about? Everything's wonderful and falling into place. You've got judgment, so don't judge yourself. In other words, look at that, I mean, that's the cheerleader, but I saw that as Wonder Woman then from a distance. You've got to remember you have the power to create things in your life. So don't judge yourself thinking, I should be doing this, or I should have done that by now, or I should have this by now. Don't judge yourself. Don't take anything personally. Take everything one step at a time, okay? It says, please check all bags and backpacks at the counter. And that's really about what you're carrying around. So give what you're carrying around to heaven. What they're reminding me of here is, okay, like when you get on a roller coaster, you have to put your bag in. You have to put your bag down, don't you? You have to put the bag away before you go on the ride. And you leave the bag and you go on the ride. So leave your baggage behind. I feel the angel saying this could be about you moving towards new things where you're leaving the baggage behind, the old behind. So if you're moving towards a new job or a new home, or you're leaving the past behind, I feel it's time for you to let go of the past and have a new beginning. And that starts with releasing any burden to heaven in exchange for peace, okay? Let's get one more card. Anything else you need to know? You've got passionately aligned, yeah. So align with what you're passionate about. So as long as you're passionate about everything you're doing, whether it's work, love, home, then everything will align for you in divine timing. Okay, the universe supports you and supports work that brings joy, meaning, and fulfillment to your life. So let your passions guide your path and have faith that the rewards will follow. I hope that helps, okay? Mr. Fat, thank you for the donation, honey. No more donations, please, guys, so I can catch up, okay? What's coming for me from Niraj? Okay, Mr. Fat, what's coming for you from Niraj? You're not going crazy. I'm making passionate love to you. So a lot of Kundalini rising. So you're going to feel heat. So what's coming to you next from Niraj is heat in your body. Passion, desire, Kundalini. So you're going to feel turned on. You're going to feel urgent. You're going to feel sacral chakra activation. Okay, so you're going to feel the energy aligning in that way, okay? Heat in the body. Good news is coming as well with the Page of Snakes. So good news. So this is good news. So as soon as you start feeling this heat in the body or the Kundalini rising or the passion or the desire, that's good news because he is also thinking about you in that way. You're the muse in the back of my mind. So he's thinking about you. You're guiding him forward. You're guiding him to become a better version of himself. So I don't necessarily feel what is coming to you straight away with the contact. This is more, you're going to feel him around you energetically in a very physical, lusty way. It says, calm yourself before making a decision. So he needs to actually calm his energy down before he moves forward or makes a decision to do something. And this could definitely be for you as well. So before you make a decision and rush in and do something, you must calm your mind, especially if you feel a lot of passion or heat in your body. So I feel you're both wanting to come towards each other, but there needs to be a little bit of a waiting period first. I hope that helps, okay? Stephanie, thank you for using milestone, honey. Planning on ending things with FN, although he treats me well, things are too complicated to have a relationship, and I don't think he's the one. Spirit messages. Well, you've got to follow your heart. Okay, so obviously if you feel like he's not the one for you, you've got to ask yourself, why am I trying to be in a relationship with someone that isn't right for me? And I feel that's something you've had to do, you know, because ultimately as a divine feminine, we have a twin flame, a divine masculine who we know is the one. And when things don't go right with that person or they're in a karmic situation or whatever else, we can think, oh, well, I'm going to get in a relationship with someone else, then, but it doesn't work. The best thing you can do is work on the relationship with self and source. That's why many divine feminines are single, not because they're sad and lonely, because they're not going to settle for less than they deserve, and they know there's no point getting involved in a relationship that isn't going to work anyway. So yeah, it's about self-love. The angels want you to work on you right now. Couldn't get a better card coming out for you. The Nine of Pentacles is self-love, self-care, taking yourself out on dates, giving back to yourself. So I feel this answers your question. You need to be single to either, they're saying, and it's never about waiting. I'm not saying you need to wait for your person or anything like that, because we should never wait. It's about living your life and enjoying life and allowing things in, allowing the right things in. So the answer is yes, you're being guided to be single and work on self-love. I hope that helps. To be your biggest fan, okay? And you will get where you need to be. Goldilocks, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, sending sunshine and hugs, thank you. I'm thinking about approaching a clinic close to my home for a job. Will that be a successful encounter? So I'm thinking about approaching a clinic close to my home. Will that be a successful encounter? Okay, let's see what comes out here. They're saying there's something better, okay? There's something better. I feel that's your answer, and that's why you've got wait. Okay, because there will be a peaceful resolution. So I'm not saying it wouldn't be successful, but there is something better out there. I'm thinking about approaching a clinic close to my home for a job. The angel's saying wait, okay? And this peaceful resolution could be about the right time because there's something better out there. So I'm not saying it's not going to be good for you, because it may be something you decide to do, but then there's something better comes along. So I don't feel it's like your final destination, if that makes sense. It's more like somewhere you could go to and then something better comes of it. So, and I'm not saying it won't be successful. I feel there will be a peaceful resolution. Okay, you just may need to wait for the right time. So I feel this is kind of sit with the information and think. Okay, or it could be if you go there. Remember, if there's any kind of rejection at any time, there's always a redirection to something better. So say if you approach the clinic and they say, oh, there's a wait, or, we can't give that to you at this time, or whatever it is. If you wait, there's something better coming. Now, that could be somewhere else, or it could be in this particular place. So I'm not saying it's definitely not going to happen there. It may be there's a waiting time. So this wait could be about you like going on a waiting list or something like that, or waiting for things to align. Because I'm not saying, oh, you just need to stop and wait before you go and visit them. It could be that you go there and there's a peaceful resolution, which means you have a good conversation, things go well, but then there's a wait because there's something better coming, whether it's a better position or a better time or something better itself. That's the message. But follow your heart and do what you feel you need to do. So I feel the answer is yes, but there is something better as well. I hope that helps, okay? Curious, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz. Please, Georgie's feelings and intentions towards me and next actions. Thank you, Archangel Raphael, for allowing me to be able to talk without coughing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Been on for an hour and 40 minutes. I'm doing well so far considering I got a cold. So thank you, angels. So what he's saying to you is, George is saying, you bring out the cheekiness in me and I really miss that. So he's thinking about times you've shared where he's perhaps laughed with you and there could have been some flirty banter or some cheekiness between the two of you. Cheekiness can also be about intimacy and things like that. This could be things that you've shared or he's fantasized about sharing with you. You bring that side out of him. You bring that naughty side out of him and he's missing that. He's saying, please don't be offended by my silence. I'm protecting you. So he's protecting you at this time, which means he may not feel ready or he may be going through some kind of tower moment or there's some kind of conflict going on in his life. But he is thinking about you in a very cheeky way. Cheeky, like the cheeky girls. So, and this is the thing, things will move into place. When the time is right, you will come back together, okay? Because you've got the Four of Stakes coming through here. Okay, so I do feel when the time is right, you're going to align. The Four of Stakes, as we know, is a card of like alignment. It's a card of union. But when I'm reading these intuitively, I feel at this current time, there's a battle going on that you can't see. So he could be in conflict with someone in his life. You've kind of got Buffy. I mean, I'm seeing that as Buffy and Angel sparring. Okay, so what he's saying to you is he knows that you are a good team and when you're together, you work well together. But I'm also seeing that as like some kind of conflict going on as well that you're being protected from. So I do feel there is a protection in the silence at this time, or whether it's silence as in you're in no contact or he's just gone silent on you. But when the time is right, you're going to come back together. So I feel at this moment there may be some silence for the best reason, but he will move towards you. Okay, they're not giving me a timeline. I feel you're being guided to be patient with this, but it's showing you that you're manifesting, like a union or coming back together. Yeah, there is a mother issue going on as well. So this could actually be an issue with a mother. So it could be Georgie's mother, or it could be a karmic partner who's a mother, or, if he's got a sister who's a mother. So think about who could be a mother figure in his life at this time. And there could be an issue with that person. Compassion, it could also be a mother wound. So he could have like a wound around his own divine feminine energy in a way, because we've all got masculine and feminine within us. Compassion for yourself and others is the key. So it's so important you have compassion at this time and recognise there is some kind of wound that is being healed at this time. I hope that helps, okay? And that could also be about you healing your own mother wound as well, about you mothering yourself and giving back to yourself at this time and not needing things from him. That could also be about you becoming the Empress and stepping into your own Empress power. I hope that helps. Priyanka, thank you for the donation. How will be my first meeting with Neil and when? When are you going to meet up with Neil? When you let go. You've got to let go of the need for something to happen. You've got a yes. So I feel the message is when you let go, yes, things will move forward. So they're not giving me a timeline. They're saying you've got to let go first. And when I say let go, it doesn't mean you stop contacting him or anything like that. If you are in contact, it means you just stop stressing over it. You let go of when it's going to happen. Got the Queen of Swords. So this could be online. The world. So first of all, he knows that you deserve the world. Okay, there could be some travel involved in this. But what I've got here is we got the Queen of Swords. he is forcing me a lot to meet, okay? Well, I feel you want to be, I'm connecting with online in this card. Okay, I don't know where he lives, but we've got the world, so it could be, there could be some travel involved in this, or I don't know if he lives in a different part of the world, or you're perhaps in your little bubbly and knowing you deserve the world, but I'm seeing this being you behind a screen. So it may not be the right time to meet up. I'm not picking up on anything in this moment that's saying that you're going to have a physical interaction in person. This could be more like a Zoom call, or it could be online, okay? We live in one city, okay? Well, this could be about you then wanting to travel the world, or maybe you're thinking that there's other things in the world. I don't know with this. I mean, it seems that what I'm picking up on more than anything else is you may not be ready to meet in person, especially if you're saying he's pressuring you, okay, because you deserve to be treated right. And this is you in your bubble here, okay? Maybe there's fear around seeing him in person, but I feel that the first meeting really needs to be online in some way, okay? Because I don't know if you've done that yet. Have you had like an actual video call or a Zoom call? Because that's what I'm picking up on. I'm not seeing this as like just being on the internet. I'm seeing this as looking at like having some kind of like a meetup online, like you're sitting there with your coffee, having a Zoom call. You know, like I'm live right now, like this, okay? We have not, okay, well, I feel that's what it's going to be. Well, that's what it needs to be first before it perhaps goes out into the world. Because you perhaps need to be sure that he is who he says he is, or that things are how they are, you know. Yes, well, there you go. So it feels like you may not be safe for you, or you may not feel safe meeting up in person in some way. That's why you got let go and yes, okay? So I feel that let go could be about you not being afraid to say what's on your mind, because you've got a yes for a reason, okay? So I feel that your first meeting needs to be, or should be, because that's what feels right to you, in a safe way. So it's either going to be in a place where there's lots of people. I'm not saying he's going to attack you or anything like that, but I feel you need to do it in a safe way. But I'm getting this energy where it will be, or it needs to be, or they're pointing out to you really that it should be online first. So I feel your first meeting will be like a Zoom call or something like that, or some kind of video call first. I hope that helps, okay? And then you can decide if you want to meet in person then. Luna, thank you for the donation. What's going on with my DMJ? Feelings and next action. So what's going on with your DMJ? Being silent and hiding my true feelings from you has been one of the most painful and hardest things I've ever had to do. So if he's being silent right now, he's finding it very hard, okay? Because he feels like he's hiding his feelings from you and he doesn't want to do that. I know it's time for me to offload and unpack my feelings. So he wants to, his next action is to tell you how he feels, to offload and unpack his feelings. Now I feel he's doing that within himself first, okay? I need to work out my feelings. I shared a very awful moment. He went, yeah, because he's processing. So I know it's time. So he's saying, I know I need to tell you how I feel, but I've got to unpack these feelings first. So I feel this is the processing aspect of it. So remember when he's pulled away, so he's reacting with a heart, which means he likes what you've said, but he needs some time to process what you've said. So you're left thinking, I've done something wrong, thinking the worst, and it's not. You've got to give him this processing time. So instead of worrying about it, okay, think, okay, he's just gone in his little cave to process. He'll come back when he's ready. So don't worry about it. Focus on you and let him come back when he's ready, because he's saying being silent, he is aware of it. He knows what he's doing. He's not doing it to punish you. He's saying, I do know I'm being silent, and it's hard for me to be silent. However, I do need to work out what I'm going to say. I need to work out how I feel and what my next steps are before I come back. So that's what he's working on. So his next action is to have a bit of space, okay? And the worst thing you can do is chase him, okay? Because it'll just pressure him. He'll feel pressured. Even if you're not pressuring him, he'll feel that way. So let him come to you when he can. Yeah, the delay. There's a delay for a reason. He's processing. Hanged man. And you've got death. There's a change. There's going to be a change. So there could be a big change in the Scorpio season, okay, which is October, November. I'm not saying it's going to take him that long to come back in, but there will be a change. And the best thing about this is why I love this deck, So again, whoever's gifted me this bigger deck of this deck, this is the normal size of tarot, and this is the size of this deck. I've got both now. I'm so grateful for this. These are the gentlemen, okay, because I'm a big Buffy fan. The gentlemen take the voices away. So in this particular episode, which is one of my favourite episodes, by the way, it's like there's no voice. They can't speak, so they have to do everything by mime or writing down, okay? So there's no current voice. So at this current moment, it's like there's no contact between you or the silence because there's things going on behind the scenes that you can't see. Okay? So there is things going on and he is actually processing. And the thing is with the Hanged Man, what he's doing there is he's kind of hanging around himself. He's chosen to be this way. Okay, and this is Spike as well. You know, look at Spike. If you look at it the other way, he's kind of like lying down. So he's kind of resting, reflecting, thinking, processing, working out what to do. So, so he's going through this. So again, he needs this silence to change or to work out what the change will be or to be able to open up to you. So there's nothing wrong. Try and see it as an opportunity in this moment for you to work on you more. So Archangel Honiel is saying, do something you love today. You'll find peace and joy in that because God opens the right doors when the time is right. So don't stress about the one that is already closed. So don't worry. Spike, I love that, Saved by Grace, that you're also a big Buffy fan there. Yeah, so Spike's kind of saying, chill. Don't worry about it. I'll be back. So I feel that's the message for your DM, Luna. He's going to come back when he's processed. So don't worry about the silence. There's things going on behind the scenes. Spike is mine as well. Well, there you go. That's a huge sign for you then. He's your Spike and he's just working it out. I hope that helps, okay? Priyanka, thank you for the donation. When will Umesh give salary? He told today in work also. So when is he going to give you the salary? I do feel it's going to be in July. I mean, the thing is, he may feel a little bit pressured at this time. He may have a lot going on. Okay, so he may feel like everyone's asking him for money at this time, or he may feel like he's got things coming from everywhere. So I feel it will be in July. You've just got to give him a bit more time and be patient. But the thing is, you know, if he said he's going to pay you at a certain time and then he doesn't, he needs to sort that out, you know. So that could be something he's learning, to be a bit more proactive with things like that. But I do feel you'll get it in July. Okay, he just may feel like I don't feel it's just you asking him for money, or it could be there's quite a few people he's got to pay out, and that could be bills and stuff. And you're saying work also. What do you need to know about work also? You don't let the ego get in the way, okay? Your ego may be stressing you out for no reason. It's the same card coming up. I feel something's going to move forward in July when you don't let your ego get in the way or think you've done something wrong or stress out about it. Just focus on being in the moment, okay? Because his ego is currently affecting things. He just disconnected and reconnected there. So Gwen, thank you for the donation. Good morning. Can I get a message from my DM? It's clearly working because I can talk, can't I? So that's good. That's my plan today, to do this live, and I'm grateful I can. I crave to kiss your juicy lips. So your masculine is thinking about kissing you. You have juicy lips, which means your kisses are tasty and satisfying, okay? That's what he's thinking about. I crave to kiss you. So he could be dreaming about kissing you. You could be dreaming about kissing him. You could have had a passionate interaction in a dream, or, you know, in the 5D. So he wants to kiss you. Yeah, he's missing you. He's missing you today. And it's painful. Okay? This is a painful picture, actually. You know, so the thing, I mean, this is an awful part of the show. I was going to say the film. The show, because, you know, Buffy comes home and sees her mother dead on that couch there. And she goes into all these different scenarios about saving her, and it goes, the whole episode is all like flashbacks and all, you know, it shows her actually saves her, and then at the end you just see her mum lying there. It's awful, it's horrible. So it's painful, it's really painful for him to be away from you at this time, because what I'm picking up on there is your kiss resuscitates your twin. Your kiss brings your twin back to life, like Sleeping Beauty. And that's what I'm seeing this as. So I feel your person is very aware of that. They feel dead inside, and you're the one that brings them back to life. So they're craving your kiss. Anything else you need to know? Fears of betrayal. So this could be what's being healed at this time. Maybe you feel like your twins betrayed you in some way, and that could be something you're healing. Okay, or they could have a deep wound around betrayal in the past. Okay, this betrayal being healed in some way. But I feel what what you're asking me is, can I get a message from my DM? Your DM is saying to you, I'm missing your kiss because it brings me back to life. I feel dead inside without you. I hope that helps, okay? Janie, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, please, welcome home. Hi, Liz. I think you put hi, Piz. I think you mean Liz. Any messages and updates from Wes towards me? So what does Wes want you to know today? My prayers were answered when you came into my life, but I wasn't expecting it to be at that time. So he was praying for you. He was praying for love. He was praying for a new beginning. He was praying for all those things, but it perhaps took him by surprise because of the circumstances. So it's like he's saying to you, you are the answer to my prayers. It just wasn't the right time. So there's a message there about divine timing. Some days I struggle to get out of bed because I'm so tired of this journey and what I'm having to face. So he does struggle with going through his day-to-day life. So I feel the reason these cards have come out is he's letting you know that in the separation, he's struggled. He's been through moments where he struggled to even get out of bed because of the things he's had to face about his past and everything he went through. So it's like he's letting you know in these cards that you were being protected during the silence. The separation has been a protection more than anything else while he's overcome what he needed to go through, okay? Yeah, and there's that pain card again. And this is the thing, you know, I'm seeing, because this is I've just had this card come out for someone else, and this is someone dead. Yeah, this is Buffy coming home and her mum is dead, and obviously Wes has dealt with the death of his wife, so he's actually gone through an actual death. So it's the pain and overcoming the shock perhaps of that as well, and everything that's happened. But now he's preparing on coming forward with the Knight of Stakes there, because he can't stay away from you. So he is coming in. Now, he's holding a video camera in this picture, okay, which is interesting, because I'm seeing this as he could be watching you at this current time. So he could be watching you online. He could be paying attention to your socials. He's watching you. Okay, but I'm seeing this as his return. He's coming back in. So Knight of Wands, you know, the Knight of Stakes and Knight of Wands is action, making the required adjustments, doing something, taking action. So he's showing you, now he's dealt with the pain of the past, he's coming back. Forgive me, fear there. Any timeline or anything we need to know? Try to get that off without moving my camera. Within the next few months, there you go. So it is happening within the next few months. I hope that helps, okay? Victor, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, meow, meow to you. May I have any messages, my beautiful butterfly king, bucket hearts and a Kiano card? So let's get a Kiano card for you first of all. So what's the Kiano card coming out for you? You've got travel, okay? So I definitely feel that there will be some travel in your connection. So in other words, he may travel to you, you may travel to him, and you may travel together. You've also got a message there. So this could be a sign about receiving communication. It says, this is from the movie The Lake House in 2006. It says, where you've been, where you are, and where you're going all matter. So I feel this is about everything that's happened on this journey has made you who you are today. Everything you've been through, everything he's been through, it's all led you to this current destination and where you're being guided to. So this is Keanu's third movie involving time travel. So I feel because it's about time travel, it's also reminding you that your love is eternal, that you've had past lives before, and that you're able to connect through the astral realms and travel to each other no matter what the time is. It's a difficult concept to wrap your head around and has led to some online conspiracies about him being a time traveller. So I feel that the reason, and maybe you've had a reading about the past and past lives and all of that, you're doing something in your own readings about that. But I feel that's about you knowing that you've had lives together before, that you've travelled through time before in a way. That's something that's coming through. What else is he saying? He's saying, my social media is fake as F. So he's reminding you to not pay attention to social media. You stood out from the crowd. So you're the one that got his attention. You know, you stood out from the crowd. They remind me, you know, with that card, it's like in The Matrix where you see the woman in the red dress standing out from everybody else in the crowd. And obviously that's a simulation, isn't it? If the person in the red dress becomes the agent, but it's a sign about you just standing out from everybody else. He said, I'm silent because I don't want to mess you around or cause you any pain. So I feel he's waiting for the right time. He's saying that the only reason I'm silent is so that I don't mess you around. I've got to be sure about what I'm doing first, which means he's doing it the right way. Let's get one more card, then we'll get bucket messages. You've got explore. Oh, what does that say? I need my magnifying glass for that. Explore somatic healing options. Okay, I can't understand what that card says. Explore somatic healing. What is this? I don't even know what a somatic healing option is. But this could be something you're doing at this time. Now, this could be connected about, it could be to do, it says call back your power as well. So this could be about you. I'm not saying I even know what somatic is, because whatever that is. But I'm seeing this as you could be doing some kind of like past life regression or something to do with the past lives you've had with that time travel card coming out. And that could be something you're currently doing. And you are a healer, so you may be doing something already that's just confirming that to you, okay? So you got Z as a letter. Let's see what we got here. So we've got no cards for no hearts for him. We've got two for you. We've got spring and summer. So it's like things started to move forward in the spring and they're moving forward into the summer. So I feel this spring energy is about things moving forward now in the summer. But I feel this also when you perhaps became aware of everything the right way. You've got train. So you could be going on a train soon. We've got travel. So you could be traveling by train. This could also be about you training, getting stronger. We've got trick, social media interaction. So don't be tricked by social media interactions. Maybe someone could perhaps pretend to be him, for example. So you could get like someone following you off a fake account. It's not him. Because remember, he's saying my social media is fake as F. So this could be a sign that don't let social media trick you, or something could happen through social media. Don't let it trick you. There's a mask there. So I feel it's like he's trying to get over in this message how not to be tricked by social media, whether it's what you see or anything that comes to you through social media. He's going through a dark night of the soul currently. And that could be about social media and all the dark things he's doing. And you've got presents as well. So you could get some kind of gift coming in. Presents can also be about presence, as in his presence being around you. I hope that helps, okay? Somatic means the physical body, okay? So you could be doing some physical healing there. So that card says explore physical healing options. And that could be something you're doing as well. Thank you, Janie, okay? So there you go. I hope that helps, okay? If anyone's wondered as well why I've demodded anyone, it's just I've basically gone through this morning. I thought some people don't want to be a moderator. I just moderated people without asking. And maybe you think I haven't got time to moderate, or what I've done is I've kept the moderators on who turn up at every live and are pretty much doing the job. So I'm not saying if I've unmodded you, it doesn't mean I think you're not a good mod or anything like that. I just thought perhaps you don't want to be a mod, or you're not on streams as much. So that's all it is, okay? Like with you, Janie, I thought you probably don't even want to be a mod. So, you've got your own life, if that makes sense. I'm not saying mods haven't got their own lives. God, I'm not saying this right at all. What I mean is the people who are here constantly and like moderating for me, I know who they are. Does that make sense? So, because sometimes like, I'll just make you mod and you're like, probably, I don't want to be a mod. Like, I don't want to be a mod over on Nana's channel, but she made me a mod. And, sometimes it's like, it's stress, isn't it, being a mod sometimes? You've got to be cut out to be a mod, like Donna's amazing, and Victor and Sam, and, who are the mods. I find it very hard to be a moderator because you've got to be on the ball all the time. I hope that makes sense, again. Oh, my throat. Send me some healing to my throat, guys. I think I'm doing not too bad on this live, do you think, considering I've got a cold. I've been on for 2 hours. So, right, we've got CC with the donations next. I'm going to nip the bathroom and then come back and do CC, okay? So I'll be back in 2 seconds. My little lizard can look after the chat for me. I won't be a minute. I'm doing CC's donations. Thank you for bearing with me today, everybody. I won't be a minute. just blow my nose. Oh, right. Thank you for bearing with me today, guys. Okay, I've got to take my time with me having this little cold thing going on. It's just some eucalyptus, if you're wondering what that is. Got my little Vaseline for my nose. Okay. Okay then, let's do it. Oh, thank you, Sam. I don't feel too bad actually, Sam. It's just, you know, it's just annoying, isn't it, when you've got a cold and you can't do the things you normally do. Okay, so we've got Cece. So I've got got 2 donations from Cece. I'm going to see where I am. There we are. So Cece says, morning, Liz. Any message from Jake? Okay, so thank you for being here. So what's the message coming through from Jake? Okay. I'll be in touch when I'm the best version of myself because that's what you deserve. So he is going to contact you. However, it will be when he feels like he's not a hot mess or he's got his life together in some way, because he's saying, I know what you deserve. I know you deserve the world. So I will be in touch with you when I'm working, you know, I feel like a better version of me. So if you're worried about contact, don't, because he will be in touch, okay? But he feels like he needs to level up in some way first. Anything else you need to know from Jake? Yeah, and this is the thing. He's walking away from the things that have either let you down or, you know, the thing, like the error of his ways. I'm not saying he's a nasty person in any way, shape or form. I'm not seeing him as a liar or a cheater or anything like that. I'm seeing him as walking away from the things that have stopped you from being together and happy together. You know, all the things he's done that have perhaps got in the way or caused a problem. He's walking away from that. He's freeing himself up from that to have a new beginning. So I have faith at this time where we are in July that he is working on himself, and when he comes in, it will be him in a better version of himself. He'll be in the right energy. So this is a good sign, okay? So, and you know, if you're honest with yourself, you know, you wouldn't want him to come in until he's ready in that way, because yes, it might be nice to have a conversation with him, but then you'd want more, and he would get annoyed that he couldn't give you more, and then there'd be more pain and separation. So guidance on career, money and visa renewal, will fees be taken care of? So what do the angels want you to know, okay? What do you need to know? Will your fees be taken care of? Will your fees be taken care of? It's not the right time because you're working on forgiveness in some way. So you've got to forgive something or someone. This could be about you forgiving yourself, okay? So I feel your fees will be taken care of, just not at this current moment. It's not the right time. So if you're wanting things to happen in a certain timeline, that's what you need to release. And I know it's hard because you're perhaps stressing and worrying, but there's something that has to be released first. And I feel it's something you're holding on to. You've got to forgive something. Okay, so think, well, what do I need to forgive? What do I need to release to move this forward? You've got the Ace of Stakes, which is good. Okay, so this is showing you that things are going to happen and move forward. This is an opportunity coming in for you from the universe. Okay, so things are being shifted forward for you. However, it's not on your timeline, okay? Because it's not the right time. So you've got to let go and have faith. So think, right, who do I need to forgive in this situation? And I'm sure you said before, a while ago, that you were holding on to a little bit of pain around your family or something to do with your family. So maybe that's what you need to forgive, you know, blaming other people or thinking other people are causing a problem. Let me get a clarifier about that. So guidance on career, money and visa renewal. Remember, everything happens in divine timing. If it's not the right time, it won't happen. You've got infinite opportunities coming in regarding work and career and money. It says, remember that there are an infinite number of ways for you to succeed. When you release the illusion of limitation, you'll step confidently into the flow of infinite opportunities that are always available to you. So, because you may have like a limitation in your mind about where you're getting money from or how it's going to happen or what your career will look like or be like, and there's endless opportunities. So for this card to come out, it's beautiful. the angel's saying there's infinite opportunities for you. It may just not be the right time. You've got to let go and forgive yourself for perhaps stressing. That you're saying that, because again, you're always on a deadline. You've got to release that, because time is illusion. Time is a man-made concept, okay? Yes, I know that, honey, but the thing is, the divine is beyond the government. The divine is beyond deadlines. That's the thing. If you're worrying and stressing about it, okay, you're pushing everything away. So instead of thinking about deadlines, start trusting in God's time. God is in charge of all things, because to get the Ace of Stakes coming out, this is the Eight of Wands, connected with infinite opportunities. That's like the hand of heaven. So do you trust more in God, or are you worried about the government? Okay, God, when you pray, God has the power. If you have a small amount of faith, it has the power to move mountains in your life. Okay, and if God's saying it's not the right time, it's not the right time, okay? Forgive everything and rise and have faith in that. God will create a miracle in your life, and that could be pushing the deadline on or creating some change in that way. Okay, I hope that helps. Madeline, thank you for the donation. What is P thinking now about our connection? So what is P thinking about you and our connection? Well, there's a delivery coming. Okay, so that's if it's going to ring the bell. No, he's supposed to eat through the door. That could be a sign about something being delivered to you, okay? So that could be about contact coming in. He's put it in the door there. Let me just go see what that is, because I'm not expecting anything. Hang on a minute. Oh, this might be, I forgot I'd ordered this. Hang on a minute. This is Mystic Moon's deck. I ordered Mystic Moon's deck, the Winter Wonderland Tarot. How exciting is that, okay? The Winter Wonderland Tarot. So something could be happening around Christmas time. This is a Christmas deck, okay? This could be a sign for you, Madeline, okay? I think that was for a reason. So what he's saying is, when you are feeling distressed and feeling pain, I can feel it too. So you're picking up on each other physically and emotionally. So you're picking up on what he's feeling and thinking through what you're feeling and experiencing in your physical self. So you're having body sensations. So in other words, if you're feeling horny, he's feeling horny. If you're feeling sad, he's feeling sad. You're connecting in that way, because he's saying, whatever you're feeling, I feel it too. And it's vice versa. So if you've been feeling any pain or stress, he is also feeling pain or stress. So what else is going on? Okay, so this could be a sign about something happening around the winter time, Christmas time, okay? So what is he thinking about the connection? He wants to come back. He's thinking about reconnection. He's thinking about reunion. He's thinking about communication. He's thinking about spending time with you. That's what he's thinking about. He wants to reconnect with you. So you're coming back together. That's what's on his mind. What else? And I feel with that delivery coming in as well, that's a huge sign of it anyway. Focus on your own triggers. So ask yourself, what is triggering me at this time? Remember, that's your own trigger. So if you're being triggered by him, it's really yourself that's being triggered. You have to say, I'm willing to release that part of me that gets triggered when I think about you. Okay, because you might think I'm triggered because he's not contacting me. But really what you're being triggered by is the need for validation, or the need for attention, or it's your inner child craving love, and you can give that to you. Let me pull you a card out of this deck, because with this deck coming, what have you got at the bottom of the deck? King of Pentacles. The work you've invested will settle into something solid. So that could be about what you're investing in this connection. Let me just open this deck. I'm going to use my scissors, or I'm going to cut myself. So I ordered this, was my one of my birthday presents to myself. And I ordered it just before I went away, and it's come through really quick, actually. I forgot I'd ordered this. If you just give it a little shuffle. My plaster's coming off as well. Okay, my plaster's coming off. It's all going on today. First day back as well. Well, I worked yesterday, but I wasn't on camera, obviously. I did some personal readings yesterday, and I managed to record a day's work as well, but I'd obviously got a big red nose yesterday. So I feel a bit better today than I did yesterday, to be honest, which is a good sign. My cold came on around Friday. Let me take this off now. My cold came on around Friday. So I had it quite bad Saturday and Sunday in London and Monday. So let me pull you a card from this deck. What is P thinking about the connection? Look at that. He definitely wants to come in. Look at that, you. Doesn't matter whether that looks like you or not. He's visualizing being with you. Page of Wands is good news. Says a playful spark inspires something new within you. So he's thinking about the spark between you. He's thinking about coming to you. There's a lot of passion there, hon, okay? So a lot of desire when he's thinking about you. So Christmas could be significant, though, for the connection as well. I hope that helps. Saved by Grace, thank you for the donation, honey. Message from Chuck, please. What's up with him and I? So what's going on with Chuck at this time? Don't ever doubt that I love you. So he loves you. If you're doubting how he feels, he's saying, don't doubt how I feel. I love you. Stay strong and trust in what you already know. So you could be going in and out of doubt. You already know he loves you, but your mind could be playing tricks on you, or maybe someone's getting in your head about this love. Or maybe you have a reading and someone says, oh no, move on. Or, and you're thinking, well, that doesn't resonate with me. I know he's the one. So you have to trust what you feel inside. He's saying, don't ever doubt that I love you. And maybe he's made you feel that way. Maybe he's made you feel doubt on this journey. If he has, he's apologising for that. Don't ever doubt that I love you. So he does love you. Stay strong, which means call on Archangel Michael and trust the process, okay? Yeah, there's good news coming in. Got the Page of Stakes. He won't communicate. Yeah, but it's not that he won't. Okay, it's not the right time, or there's protection. You're saying, I need him to communicate. That's what your energy is like. If you say he won't communicate, he's silent. So instead of thinking he's got to do this, he needs to do that, say, okay, I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to give back to me. I'm not going to need him to do anything he isn't ready to do. I'm going to focus on living my own life, and that's good news. Find the wonder and the love and the joy in life, instead of needing something to happen for you to be happy or to receive validation in some way. You get that from yourself. What else? Yeah, 9 of Wands, you're almost there. Don't quit before the miracle occurs. Couldn't get a better card coming out. This is the angels saying, don't give up on this. That's why he's saying, stay strong and trust in what you already know. So you're almost there, which means wherever it is you want to be, whether it's back in touch or together, don't quit before the miracle occurs, which means don't say, oh, I've had enough of this, and this could even be about you staying strong and not reaching out, okay? Because you've got to remember, are you the flower or the bee? You're the flower, you're not the bee, you're the flower. And I'm guilty of this, okay, because my masculine reached out to me for my birthday and I felt like I was being the bee again last week. Okay, what was I doing? So you've got to remember, right, flower or bee, go back into the flower. So remember, ask yourself that question, okay, is my energy the flower or the bee? Because it's not just about what you're doing in the physical, it's about what your energy is doing. If you're overthinking it, okay, the angels say you're almost there. Try and relax about things. There's good news on the way. Don't doubt how he feels. If he's silent, it's not about you, it's about him. I hope that helps, okay? Michelle, thank you for the donation, honey. Dreamt my DM Mohammed styled his hair before he saw me. So I dreamt he styled his hair before he saw me. So he's grooming. So in that dream, he's showing you, right, I need to look good for you. I need to make sure that you're going to be attracted to me. I'm getting things right. I'm coming in right. So he said, I love you, the more, the most, and more than that. I love that. I love you. So he's telling you 3 times he loves you. 3 times a lady. Did you just give me that song as well? I love you more, the most, and more than that. So in other words, he loves you a lot more than you even think he loves you. And that's why how he looks matters to him when he's coming towards you in that dream. He's saying, I need to look good for you because I love you and I want you to be attracted to me. I want you to feel me, okay? What else? And that could be a sign of him getting ready, preparing. He's getting ready in that dream by styling his hair. Yeah, magician. He's coming up as the magician. You're manifesting this anyway. Whenever you're manifesting is coming. And he is getting ready for something he's preparing. Okay, 2 days now for angel warriors in the daily love reading. We spoke about them having a plan. For this Ten of Pentacles, what's being built now becomes a part of the bigger story. You've earned this current comfort, enjoy it fully. Your mastery will come through steady dedication. Your patience will pay off, so trust in the slow bloom. And I love this because, yes, I know this is a new deck and I've only given it 3 shuffles. So these are like following on cards, but I'm seeing this as Ascension. 7, 8, 9, 10. Ascension, I'm seeing this as July, August, September, October, and I'm seeing this as moving up a level. The upper levels, things are shifting. I hope that helps again. That's why you had that dream, because that's like on the higher realm. That's in the higher realms, isn't it, you know? Bella, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz. Will finances and jobs situ improve soon? I'm getting desperate. What are Craig's intentions and next action towards me? So, will finances and job situation improve soon? Will finances and job situation improve soon? 6 of Pentacles. Give and receive in equal measure. Your karma is rewarding. So I feel you're going to get what you're giving out. Yes. Okay. So this is about equal balance. So it will improve soon, possibly over the next 6 weeks or so. He says your karma is rewarding, which means what you've given out, you're going to get back. So I feel the answer is yes. Okay. What are Craig's intentions and next actions towards you? You've got 10 of Swords. So I feel he wants to apologise for the way he's hurt you, okay? It says betrayal cuts like splintered pine, but for me, the only way is up. So I feel he wants to come back and apologise for what's happened. All of the conversations we've ever had are playing over and over in my head and heart. So he's going over the past, the way he's treated you. He wants to end the pain, the cycle, the painful cycle. You know, if you feel like he's betrayed you or hurt you, cut you like a knife, splintered your heart, the only way is up, which means things are going to improve. So he intends to make it right. Yeah, you got the 5 of Stakes there. And you got the 6 of Sides. So he's communicating with you currently through telepathy. So I've got October coming in as a timeline where he could actually make it better. So between now and then, you know, I've kind of got May, June and like May, June and October here. So it kind of feels like in May was going through a big battle. No matter what was happening between you then, whether you were in contact or not, it feels like that's when he was dealing with a big battle inside. And he's been sending you telepathic messages since June, whether you've been aware of them or not. He's definitely been communicating with you through music and signs and readings and synchronicities. And what he's trying to say to you is, look at my throat blocking here. I'm sorry. I know I betrayed you. I know I hurt you. But now the only way is up. Things are going to get better. So he's currently sitting around thinking about the past. He could be looking at old conversations. So just have faith that something is shifting. Between now and October, he's going to be returning with an apology. I hope that helps, okay? It just took my breath away there. Oh. Let me just have a blow. Has amazing dream. There you go. So you're connected in that way because he's coming up as Oz in Buffy. So your masculine is very romantic, but he's a werewolf in this. So obviously he's got that primal side as well, but he's communicating with you through the moon. You could even hear songs about the moon as well. Let me get a song for you. I know you're saying dreams. But what song is he sending to you as well? Then I'm going to do the next donation. What song is he sending to you? Under Your Touch. I'm ready for this. He wants to be under your touch. Well, I've gone deaf in one ear. So you could be having downloads coming into your ears as well. This is the feminine side. So you could be having things popping into your ear chakra. You could be having downloads as well, ringing in your ears, that kind of thing. I hope that helps, okay? Jacinta, thank you for the donation. Jacinta says, hi Liz, this morning when I opened the front door, there was a small size chili on the floor. So chili is about desire, passion, kundalini, heat, okay? Did someone do black magic? You see what? You straight away you think the worst. You need to stop doing that, okay? Did someone do black magic with that chili? I'm seeing that as a good thing. I'm seeing that as a sign of kundalini and passion between you and your twin. Or things heating up in your life. But the first thing you do is pick up on, well, you're not picking up on it, you're just grabbing it. Oh, someone's done black magic on me. It's like when I had that rat outside my house. I didn't think, oh, someone's doing black magic on me. I thought, okay, that's a sign of karmic endings. That's a sign of releasing the toxicity. I didn't say, oh my God, someone's doing black magic on me and has come to my house and put that rat by my door. So I've gone deaf in one ear. I can't hear anything in one ear. Let me just try and get my hearing back. You're saying, is Mum and I safe in our health? Well, when you call on angels, you are protected. So first of all, I'm not even going to justify the first bit with a reply because there is no one doing black magic on you. It's your own fear. Okay? It's like what you tend to do is anything that you see it as a negative. What you tend to do is look on the worst of things. You're your own worst enemy in that way. So the next time you see a sign, instead of thinking the worst, think, oh, wow, what does this mean? In a good way. Okay, because that chili is a sign of desire and kundalini rising and power. That's what that is, okay? So, hey, Kat, great to see you, honey. I hope Dream is okay. Prayers for Angela, she's still stuck in New York. Look, I'm your biggest fan. So that chili is a sign that your masculine is actually your biggest fan, which means he's been thinking about you. He could be watching you on social media. He's been thinking about you in a very lusty way. That's what that chili pepper means. Okay? Just because he's not showing up at your door doesn't mean he isn't thinking about you. So what do you need to know about your mum and everything else? I'm going to see what the universe wants to bring through. Slave programming and selfless abundance. So that you've got to get out of this slave programming. What does that mean? It means that you get stuck in a certain way of thinking or a certain way of doing something where you feel powerless, okay? It says patterns of powerlessness and self-limitation have been ingrained in you through societal conditioning. Allow yourself to break free from the mental chains that keep you bound to what others expect or believe. So maybe you've always thought the worst because perhaps your mum has always thought the worst, or it was in your lineage in a way. So you've got to break through that pattern, okay, of thinking that something's wrong when it isn't. Do you know what I mean? Like when you say, oh, someone's done black magic on me, that's just not true. It's illusion. True abundance is when your cup overflows, allowing you to give generously to others. When your energy is no longer consumed with self-survival and personal maintenance, you'll be positioned to help in a selfless way. So really what the angel's saying to you is, if you can get out of your own head and stop thinking the worst, you're going to be much more balanced and in a position of power to help your mum. And you'll feel healthier through it as well. You'll feel more abundant. There'll be more money in your life. And you'll look at the things the right way. Because I'm seeing this as you can either look at things from the eyes of fear and ego, which is like the devil being around you. Or you can focus on the light and the love and the magic around you. So are you looking at things from a place of power and peace? What the world, all the magical opportunities in life? Or are you looking at things like I'm in chains and I'm stuck and I'm bound? That's what you've been guided to know. I hope that helps, okay? No more donations, please, guys, so I can catch up. My chat's just jumped. Oh, no. I've just lost chat. So I said no more donations, and my chat's just completely jumped up, so I don't even know where I am now, so you'll have to bear with me. So let me go back down. No more donations, please, guys. I can see I'm well behind here. Okay, so CC Lynn, thank you for the donation, honey. So where am I now? There am I. Let me just check. Okay, right. Let me move the chat up now. Okay, so it didn't move up as much as I thought it did. I was panicking then. We're okay. Okay, right. So CC Lynn says, how does my love feel today? I feel my throat and heart chakra heavy. So how does he feel today? How does he feel today? Since being on this journey, I've seen the number 11 so many times. It's become my favourite number. So he's definitely going through a spiritual awakening. And he's seen 1111. You could be seeing 1111 too, okay? I'm frightened that you might reject me because it's been so long. So he wants to come back in. He wants to communicate. He wants to open up. But he's worried you're going to reject him. Now, that doesn't mean you will. It says fear. It's what he's overcoming. I feel he's seen 1111. That's pushing him to take action. So he wants to communicate. Give me a block. So I feel that's why you're feeling it in your throat chakra and your heart, because you can sense his feeling. It's perfect timing for him to come in. It's just fear of you rejecting him that's holding him back, because he knows it's taken too long, whether it's been too long since he last contacted you, or it's been too long since you've been apart. Look, you're the Empress. You're in your power at this current time, and it's pulling him in. Okay, so you're in your power as the Empress, and that's pulling him towards you. That's you being like the spider in the web, allowing things to happen. So your ideas are ready to grow beneath the frost. Something's growing, something's shifting here. So you're going to feel it, you're going to be connecting with him. So I feel you're going to have contact soon. Okay. What else? 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Wow, okay. So when he's dealt with his own struggle, he's going to come forward. This could be something big happening between December and April. So that's the timeline when I feel he can offer something to you. But I feel he's been doing his research and finding answers out. So, and this is powerful with the 4 of Pentacles in this particular card, because it's like the door's closed, but it's opening up. So he's currently learning the lessons, especially with our 1111. So there's going to be a reaching out. Something's going to happen soon, and that's what you're picking up on. So keep doing what you're doing, because you're coming up in his energy as the Empress. I hope that helps. It means you're pulling him in. I hope that helps, okay? Just have a drink. Janie, thank you for the donation. Any message from my angels about my friend Danny, who praises women and tells me I'm overweight? How do I tell him, a friend, this is me? Well, first of all, Danny is probably teaching you from a soul level to not pay attention to what he's saying, to not take anything personally, because at the end of the day, okay, you know you're gorgeous regardless of whether you carried a bit more weight or not. And we've spoke about this before, you know, it's like it could be a comfort blanket you're putting on. But I'm sure that you are beautiful and look amazing, whether you've put a bit of weight on or not, okay? I don't feel you're overweight. And really what Danny is doing is projecting his own insecurities and wounds anyway. So it's his own problem, which means he's probably got issues with his own weight for him to be projecting that onto you, okay? So he's praising women, tells you that you're overweight. And this could even be that he's perhaps, there's some kind of confidence issue within him, obviously, but you challenge him in that way. So I'm also picking up on I don't know if you're aware that, obviously I know he's just your friend, you're saying, my friend Danny, but he could have feelings for you. Okay? What do people do in the schoolyard? They ridicule the one they like, don't they? Okay? You've got the boys in the schoolyard making fun of the ones they fancy. Okay? So it could be that you're the one who he's actually got feelings for. And that doesn't mean that you're interested in him at all. Okay? He's just giving you another look at it. So you've got the 5 of Cups coming through here. So don't let him upset you. Okay, you've got to fill up your own cup and not pay attention to what he's doing. And I feel this is also about you recognizing that you are gorgeous as you are. There's no competition. Because it may be affecting you that he's praising other women. And that could be perhaps you looking at other women thinking, well, those women better looking than me, or prettier than me, or fitter than me, or whatever it is. But you know that you're amazing. And you've got a choice whether you want him in your life or not, you know. So if you're saying, that isn't very nice, or it upsets me, or it hurts my feelings that you would say that to me, okay, or you need to have a little bit more empathy, or perhaps let him know that. But ultimately, you could just perhaps pull your energy back. You haven't got to say anything at all. You haven't got to give him your attention. Okay, because you're saying, how do I tell him, a friend, that that's mean? Well, you tell him it's mean. You say, do you realise that telling me that hurts me? But then again, I don't feel it is really hurting you because you're not taking it personally. I don't feel it's more you're perhaps thinking, why is he behaving that way? Because I feel this is more about you wanting to perhaps educate him on how to be a better friend than you actually being upset by it. So don't get me wrong, it may have triggered you a little bit, but I don't feel like you're sitting around crying about it because you know you are beautiful and perfect anyway, regardless. Okay, so I feel that's why the 5 of Cups has come out, because yes, it may hurt a little bit and sting a little bit, but that's because perhaps you are aware that you want to perhaps drop a bit of weight. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. As long as you're healthy, that's the most important thing. And if you're healthy overweight, then that's fine. But if you're thinking, well, I do need to just drop a bit of weight, and I know I will. I mean, I've told you this before, you know, when my dad passed away, I went up like 3 or 4 dress sizes because I was constantly eating, but it was a comfort zone. And then once I realised that it was my way of dealing with the grief, I lost the weight within a month. Okay? And it's sometimes we put weight on because we're protecting ourselves in some way. But it's showing you here, don't pay attention to what you've got to fill up your own cup. So really what this card is showing me, because this is Buffy when she's actually, she's a waitress in like, what is it that she's in? This is when she comes back, not that you care, but this is when she comes back from the dead and she gets a job in like it's a bit like McDonald's, I suppose, but there's obviously some reason she's there. There's some macabre reason she's there, that she has to fight the evil there. But it's about not paying attention to other people. I feel this is about you filling up your own cup. So all you've really got to do to tell him that it's mean is not give him attention anymore. You know, pull your energy back to you. I just want to see what Archangel Michael wants you to know. Well, I feel it's really a projection anyway. I feel he's projecting something from within himself. Soul, you are a wise and intelligent being, an old soul. In other words, you know what to do. Tap into your true potential by taking the time to breathe and connect with your heart. So in other words, you know you're beautiful inside and outside, regardless of what your weight's doing in this moment. Now remember who you are, which means you are a divine feminine. You are a soul. You are more than your physical self, okay? Remember why you've come to Earth. You've come to Earth for more than being ridiculed by some silly man. Okay, I'm not saying he's a silly man, but you know, you're more than that. Who cares, okay? You have the power within you to achieve that reason in this lifetime. So it's like Archangel Michael is saying, you're more than your body anyway, you're your soul, so remember that. But honestly, like, think about, you know, does he even deserve to be in your life if he's behaving that way? That's what I'm picking up on. I hope that helps, okay? And then you've donated again and said, will my finances and business improve? So let's do that first. Will your finances and business improve? You got the devil, so that could be you got the devil and the emperor. So I feel this is, again, don't let the ego knock you off your throne. Okay, because the ego can come in and say, oh, you know, it's not going to work, or this is going to happen, and then you start worrying about it all. So the angels say, break free from what binds. Your power returns instantly when you break free from that. So don't let the ego have power over you. The ego will say, oh, my business isn't doing well, or my finances are in a mess, or whatever it is you're telling yourself, and that's worrying you. Your ideas are ready to grow beneath the frost. So I feel that's a big sign about whatever your ideas are or what you're currently doing is about to take off. It's like the seedling underneath the surface is about to break through, but you may not see it yet. You know, in the film The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, there's a bit in that film where they show you the seedling underneath the surface, and it's about to break through, and someone's like being negative and stressed out and worried, and it goes back down. So I feel there's about to be a breakthrough, yes, okay? So let me bring this deck in as well. Actually, let's bring this deck in. So will your finances and business improve? Yeah, look, opportunity. There's a golden opportunity coming in. So don't let your ego knock you off your throne. That's what's coming through there. So question for Erica, is C interested or is there another man for her? So let's see what C wants to say. Let's bring this deck in actually. So is C interested? Is C interested? Let's see. I've got, or is there another man? Yeah, C is interested. He's finding the strength, okay? So C is finding the strength to actually ask you out on a date or come to you in some way. She's got 3 of Cups in the Strength card. And this whole situation is building your strength anyway, making you stronger. So even if you perhaps didn't decide to pursue this with C, for example, this situation, Erica, is making you stronger for the next relationship you go into or the next thing you do. Okay, but I do feel that, yes, C is interested. I just feel that he's gaining strength to actually come forward. Something could happen in Leo season. Something could happen within the next 3 weeks or so. But I do feel that the answer is yes to your question. He wants to take you out or meet up with you, or there could be a social occasion where you're at and then he finds the strength to approach you there. So you could be out with friends, for example, and he finds the strength to approach you. But I feel the answer is yes, he's just finding the strength. Now, you've also asked, is there another man for you? because there would be opportunities around you, okay? But obviously, see his interest. It's whether you decide to pursue it really or not. Is there another man for you? Well, it feels like at this current time, it may not be right to perhaps go for someone else because you have got feelings for C. Because it feels like if there is another man around you, this other man may not be in the right energy. In other words, there may not be the right time for another man at this moment. So I'm not saying there isn't another man, but I don't feel at this moment. I hope that helps, okay? Indu, thank you for the donation. Any message from Pravesh? No contact, married his ex 2 months ago. So what does Pravesh want to say to you? I have this vision of us having a child together. So regardless of age, okay, he's had a dream or some kind of fancy or vision about being with you and having a child together in some way. Okay, so that could have even come out of him because perhaps the person he's married to, perhaps they've had a conversation about kids. Okay, and his subconscious is dealing with that. And he's had a dream about you or a vision where you're having a child together because he's thinking, I'm in the wrong relationship, or I don't want to be having a child with this person. So I feel like what he's going through subconsciously is the recognition that he doesn't want to have a child with that person. Okay, so he's had a vision of having a child with you because he's seen, and having a child is also like a metaphor for a new beginning or a new opportunity. So I feel like he's going through things in his physical world at this time that are leading him towards you. That's what I'm picking up on, okay? So what's going on in that karmic situation? 9 of Pentacles. He's putting other needs before himself and it's damaging him. So he's not choosing himself, is he? And that's what is damaging him at this time because he wants to choose you, and he's obviously thinking about this new beginning with you and having a child with you. So he's going through ascension symptoms. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got a cold because I'm channeling that collectively. Signs, synchronicities, divine intervention, the universe is speaking in code, and that can be through numbers as well. So I feel at this time when you're not in contact, the universe is speaking to him for you. It's like he's being reminded of you everywhere he goes. He's having visions of you, dreams of you. That's what's going on, okay? Anything else you need to know? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Something could be changing or happening between you between December and April. So that's when he could come back in with some genuine offer for you. I hope that helps, okay? Janie, thank you for the donation. What's coming towards me soon? What's coming towards you soon? What's coming towards you soon? Chariot, wow, it's coming towards you in this Cancer season. Momentum carries you towards a long-awaited win. So there's a long-awaited win. Something you want is coming, possibly between now and the end of Cancer season, which is between now and the 22nd of July. So you're going to have a reward in some way, possibly very soon, okay? A long-awaited win. Now, this could be you receiving contact from Wes, or it could be something else. This could be connected with finances or work that you're waiting for. Something you're waiting on is coming, and it's going to move forward soon, possibly during the Cancer season, or not long after if it's beyond that. But this is showing you you're on the right path towards whatever it is that you want anyway. So what does Archangel Honiel want you to know? Do something you really love today. You'll find peace and joy in that. So spend time doing things you enjoy. This card moved as well. 2 cards. Light a candle and say a prayer. And your peace does not depend on your circumstances, but on your focus. So shift your focus. I hope that helps, okay? And thank you for the donation, honey. I must admit I've lost hope about Frank and I. Too much heartbreak. So that's a sign from your higher self to surrender. You're like, it's hurting me. I can't do this anymore. Your higher self is saying, so just let go. Just let go. It doesn't mean move on. It means you've got to let go. We all get to this point. It's like a breaking point. When you think enough's enough. My health matters the most. I'm going to focus on self-love. May I get advice on how to enjoy my life and trust that I can be happy and love another man? Well, that's where you've got to work it out, because we all go through this phase, okay? So, first of all, you're not meant, if you really feel like Frank is your twin flame, then all paths lead home, okay? So eventually you'll have an opportunity to be together, okay? Now, in the meantime, It's what you do with the time you've got, okay? So this is why the majority of divine feminines are single, because they've been through this phase where they've tried to date other people and it doesn't work, okay? Because it's not about you being with someone else. It's about you not even waiting for what you deserve. It's about you being honest with yourself enough to say, I know that he is the one for me, and I'm going to make the best of my life regardless. Now, I'm not saying there wouldn't be another person you could perhaps get to know and date. However, if you fully believe in your heart and soul that Frank is your twin flame, then he is the one that you're actually going to have an opportunity to end up with. Okay, so in other words, anything else that comes along will end. So, for example, when I was with my ex, as you know, I knew the first moment we got together, really, there was some other reason for it. And I've told you this, he was scaffolding for me. But we stayed together way longer than we needed to be because my heart always belonged to my twin. Does that make sense? So I know there's no point me getting involved with anybody else now. I could easily go out and date someone. But what's the point of that when I know where my truth is? So we go for this as a divine feminine. Okay? And you may find that you do that, and you may find that, right, I'm going to date someone. I'm going to go on a date, or I'm going to be with someone, and it won't last. I'm not saying like, oh, you've got no hope of being with someone else. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you're destined to be alone or anything like that. What I mean is you'll work this out for yourself. You'll realise. I remember this way before I was with my ex, okay? When me and my divine masculine went into no contact in 2016, okay? I went on a date with a guy, and on paper he was pretty much everything you could ask for. Good job, like Depeche Mode, like me, even said he'd take me to see him and all of this. And I actually got on with him okay. But when it came to the end of the night, after that date, and the kiss came, I couldn't kiss him. I couldn't do it, okay? And I thought, no, I would rather be single for the rest of my life than trying to be with someone and making something work for the sake of being with someone. Does that make sense? It's better to be single than with the wrong person. And that's something you have to learn and go through, okay? Because you'll always want Frank. He is your other half. He's the person you're meant to be with, and he knows it too, but he's obviously learned his lessons. The thing that you're struggling with is you've got all this love to give. You're such a loving person. You've got all this love inside of you that you want to share with someone. You want to explore your life with someone. You want to have experiences with someone. And it's so frustrating when you can't do that with the person you want to do it with. And I know you're resonating with that. So the way to enjoy your life and be happy is by getting a relationship right with self and source, which means make your life now about you. About saying, right, we're not meant to be at this current moment, otherwise we would be. So I'm going to give all this love and attention and energy to me. What do I want? What's right for Anne at this time? I'm going to love myself. I'm going to work on finding faith and connecting with God and Jesus and the angels and realizing how magical life is. I'm going to get back to myself. And then if God decides to throw you another person in the mix, either to learn from or spend time with them, fair enough. But more than likely, when you get into that point of surrender, that's when Frank will come back, okay? And it's powerful, but for me, like when I was in London, I felt like I got back to myself again before my ex, if that makes sense. Before George, I was like, whoa, I've turned back into Liz again. Doing things I want to do, going places I want to go, putting myself first again. And that was a powerful thing. And then the universe created another way, you see? So when you're operating back in your own power in that way, that's when the opportunities come in. That's when God brings your twin back. That's when things shift again, because you're getting back to yourself. So the best advice I can give to you is to work on the connection with self and source and not even think about a relationship, because even if you went on a date at this moment, you wouldn't be in the right energy to be with another person and give yourself to that person because you're in love with Frank. Does that make sense? You can't hide your feelings. The thing is, the masculines don't hide the feelings, they just mask them. You might think, oh, it's easy for Frank to just forget about me, but he hasn't. He's just very good at wearing a mask. And it's much better to be feeling what you're feeling than pushing it down and repressing it. So what does Archangel Michael want you to know? Archangel Michael is saying you have free will. So in other words, you have free will, you have a choice. If you want to go and date someone, do that. You have free will. And yes, Frank has free will, but he is being bombarded with signs and synchronicities about you, dreams about you. So even if he's pretending he's happy with this karmic person, he's being pulled to you. So there's only so long you can pretend until that mask has to come off, okay? So you choose your own path even when it's chosen for you. Choose to turn towards the path of light and you'll always find you going in the right direction, which is pretty much what we've just spoke about. I hope that helps, okay? So I don't want you to think I'm saying there would be no other man available to you. That's not what I'm saying, like, oh, there's no other man. Of course you could go out and meet someone. You could go to a bar right now and meet someone. You know, when I was in London, I went to the London Dungeon on my own, okay? I mean, that's hardcore for me. I really enjoyed it as well. I've done that many times, but I come out of there and it was like the hottest day on Saturday. I was so hot. And I walked back to my hotel. I had to walk over the big bridge where the London Eye is and everything. I was sweating. And there's a pub on the corner called the Sherlock Holmes. And I thought, I'm going to go in there for a drink. And I went in there and I got myself an apple and raspberry J2O because I don't drink alcohol. And I was standing by the bar and then the waitress kind of moved me over as if say, madam, move, you know. And so I went round the other side of the bar and there was a man sitting on a stool. I didn't know who he was with, what he was doing. And I just said, can I just scoot on this side of the table? And he said, yeah. And he turned around, he started talking to me. And he was called Greg and he was from America. And we got on really well. We had a really good conversation. And it turns out he's divorced and he'd come over to see his daughter. And we got into this conversation and he was like, whoa, he said, you're reeling me in like a spider. And I wasn't doing it. I was just being myself. And we were just, in my opinion, it was a friendly conversation. And he was like, if I lived in England, I'd ask you out on a date. You know, and I was like, so I could have easily, you know, but I wasn't interested because in my eyes, the only one for me is my divine masculine. Does that make sense? So it wouldn't matter whether he lived in England or not. You know, if you'd asked me on a date, I wouldn't have gone on a date with you. But the point is, you could go and meet anyone today if you wanted to. It's not like you are, you know, you're a powerful, beautiful, strong, divine feminine. You can get anyone you want. But you know where you belong, and that's the difference. I hope that helps, okay? Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry I'm snotty. Oh, for goodness me. Thank you, everyone, for sending me prayers and healing. I'm sure this will go soon. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't manifest into a full-blown cold, so I'm okay. Right, then. Okay, Anne, so next question then. Hopefully that's okay. So, Brittany, thank you for the donation. Good morning, Liz. What do I need to know for my journey right now? What is happening behind the scenes that I can't see? Thank you for adding me. You're very welcome, honey. So, let's get a message from your masculine first of all. Okay, there's clearly a few things he wants to say then. You bring out the cheekiness in me and I really miss that. So he does see you as a cheeky person. When I say cheeky, I mean like naughty and sexy and he's missing that about you because it's very likely you've pulled your energy back or he hasn't got access to that side of you at this current time. So, and you bring that part of him out. You bring like the youthful side of him out, whereas in his life he's probably dealing with a lot of stress and struggle. So he's messing that about you. He's saying, please trust in this silence. I'm doing the inner work the same as you. So you're both doing your inner work. And you know that too. You know that you're working on you, working on healing your fears and struggles and you becoming your best version. They give me fear. Working through your own fears and becoming more grateful and focusing on self-love and all of that. And he's doing the same in his own way. My favourite thoughts of each day always involve you. So he does think about you every day. So you are on his mind at this current moment, okay? Please don't be offended by my silence. I'm protecting you. So remember, we've spoke about this, haven't we? Where when he's silent, you're being protected from drama and chaos and things he's got going on in his life. Things that will be toxic to you at this time because you're doing your own inner healing. I'll be in touch when I'm the best version of myself because that's what you deserve. So he is going to contact you. It's not over. The silence isn't the end. And at this current time, he's thinking about you in a very cheeky way. Okay. So what else is going on? No more donations, please, guys. I know Jake's used his milestone. That's fine. So, but I'll be live again on Friday if all's well and I'm not coughing everywhere. Okay. Divian, please don't put health is not okay, because my health is okay. I've only got a cold. I'm not dying or anything, you know, that's not manifesting my health is not okay. My health is okay, thank you. Okay, I feel healthy and well. It's just the fact that I've got a little bit of a snotty nose, that's it. Please don't say my health is not okay, because I feel healthy and well. It's just I've picked up a little cold, that's it. Okay, so Brittany, you're moving into a new direction, okay? A new direction may feel unfamiliar, but this change holds the key to what your spirit has been seeking. The unknown is where miracles manifest. So at this current moment, a miracle is manifesting. That's why you've probably seen bees or 1414, okay? So a new direction, and you've been going through this since May. You know, like you went through a turning point in your journey in May like I did, okay? And you've got lineage of limitation. So you're breaking free of limitations. So if you were not bound to repeat the patterns of your family lineage, free yourself from inherited limitations and step into your own truth. So really what this is showing you is you're heading towards a new direction where you're breaking free of limitations, and he's doing the same thing. Anything else that you need to know? Anything else? You've got he says cut negative energy cords. So this could be what you're releasing in your energy is anything negative, anything toxic. Remember, you can never cut the cords of love. You can only ever cut the cords of fear. What else do you need to know? You've got go outdoors and spend some real time in nature. It will calm you and relax you and bring you closer to God. So maybe you need to go outdoors for like a longer amount of time, or without your phone, or where you can just breathe and be in the now. Yeah, look at this. He is going to come back. You've got the Six of Cups. So it's definitely a return on the way. This could be within 6 weeks, 6 months at the most, but I'm feeling it's way before then. So you may actually get some kind of communication coming soon. I hope that helps again. Remember, he's saying to you, I will come back to you when I'm my best version. Mia, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, where was my crush rushing to this morning? What was the card on the floor? I am your biggest fan. So that's a sign for Brittany as well. I'm your biggest fan. So you may feel like you're his fan. He's your fan too. And Mia, I feel this is for you. I put my foot on it then. I am your biggest fan. So that's what your crush wants you to know, regardless of where he's rushing to, okay, that he watches you. So where was he rushing to this morning? So where was the same work in my head? Work, something he's working on. It could be his job. Could be rushing to work or something to do with work. Four of Chelsea's. So this, I feel like it could be work related, because that's what they give me intuitively, and I have to trust my intuition over anything else, okay? But the Four of Cups is showing you that he could be offered an opportunity that he's not taking. He could just be feeling a bit defensive, okay? So his energy at this moment is a bit frustrated, fed up. So I feel, and he's got a suit on in that card as well. I'm not saying he wears a suit, but it could be he's going somewhere he doesn't want to go. Okay, so wherever he's going to or was going to, he was frustrated about it, or he wanted to be somewhere else. So I feel that it's, you know, it's a stressful thing wherever he was running to. The angels will give you a sign if you ask for one. So if you look for a sign, you'll be given a sign. But I'm getting some kind of work thing or something that he's frustrated about. Okay, that's what I'm picking up intuitively. Let's see what he wants to say to you. What does he want to say? Something that, I mean, I'm even seeing that this cloud as a brain. So it's something he's got to use his brain on. So I'm feeling like some kind of work opportunity, something to do with work or something, some kind of obligation. Nobody told me it was going to be easy, and nobody told me how hard it was going to be not physically being with you. So he wants to physically be with you, and he's struggling with not being with you physically. Okay, and it could be perhaps the gym, working on his body, something like that. But I feel that he's frustrated. He's got frustration in him at this current time because he wants to take this cup and he isn't, for whatever reason there is. He's guarded and defensive. Okay, so I feel like it's nothing. You don't have to worry about whatever he's rushing to. I don't feel it's connected with another woman or another person or anything like that. What else do you need to know? Actually, let me bring in the Winter Wonderland deck. Where was your crush rushing to this morning? Where was your crush rushing to this morning? Eight of Cups, climb away from what no longer warms you. I mean, this is this is the thing. I feel it's something that isn't love related, because in this card, okay, that's the Cup of Love, and he's like, God, what they show me is it's nothing love related. It's not like he's running to meet up with a lover or anything like that. And in this card, he's climbing up a mountain. Okay, so this could be like some kind of, like, it's like going to the gym, isn't it? Do some kind of physical activity. But it says climb away from what no longer warms you. So love is warm, and perhaps work isn't warm. Does that make sense? So what I'm feeling is whatever he was rushing to, it wasn't love. It was either some kind of exercise or work. Let me see what this is as well. 9 of Cups. Your own joy becomes a miracle. Contentment rises from within. Because you may be daydreaming about him as well. So he may actually be thinking about you. Okay, because you warm him. But I don't feel, because of the way the question is and what the angels are showing me, I don't feel it's anything love related. I hope that helps, okay? Maybe it was, he likes hiking or mountain climbing or something like that. Did my crush see me this morning? Thoughts. So did he see you this morning, okay? Did he see you this morning? Did he see you this morning? Got the World and you got Judgment. So a full circle moment brings a season of fulfillment. Reflect, release and step into the truest version of yourself. I feel that he felt you. I'm not picking up on necessarily he saw you. An unexpected spark warms the winter air. He felt you. I'm picking up that he felt your energy. I mean, maybe he did see you, but they're showing me he felt you. He didn't, because that's the thing. When you connect with someone in a very soul level way, you feel them before they're there. Okay, and I feel that he felt you, if that spark, that warmth that I'm picking up on. And when I connected with that other card, it says, walking away from the warmth. You're the warmth. So I feel like he felt your warmth and he walked away from it, if that makes sense. Because for whatever reason, he couldn't take that cup of warmth in that moment. So in that moment, you know, where this card is here, this is the warmth, but he couldn't take it because he was either going to work or a walk, or he was going wherever he went, and it was away from you because you're the warmth. Does that make sense? So what I'm picking up on here is the fact that he felt you. And that's exactly how it is, you know, they feel. I need a list. I need to know how many donations I've got before I can open them again. I've been on for 3 hours. So I don't know. If one of my mods can do me a list, then I can tell you. You bring out the cheekiness in me and I really miss that. So you make him feel cheeky. So I feel I don't necessarily, or perhaps he wasn't sure because he's saying I'm not sure. And the angels don't ever give me that kind of message. So perhaps he didn't know. Perhaps he thought it was you, but he wasn't sure. But he felt you. He felt your energy. It warmed him up. Okay, and he could have seen you reflected as well. So he could have seen you like reflected in a car mirror, a car window, for example. Like he could have seen your reflection somehow, or in like the glass of a building or something like that. So I don't feel he saw you directly head on. He may have seen you in that way, but he felt you. That's the message, and it made him feel warm and sparky. I hope that helps. Okay. Mariac, thank you for using your milestone, honey. Hi, love. Good morning. Happy birthday. Thank you. 50 now. How's S feeling and thinking about me? Angel or Jesus message regarding my career and mission and what should I be focusing on? So how is S feeling and thinking about you? What is S feeling and thinking about you? You are rare. So he sees you as rare. He sees you as one of a kind. There's nobody like you. You are irreplaceable. You are rare, which makes it harder for me to believe that you are real. So he also kind of worries about being with you. Like, would it last in a physical way? In other words, when he has a fantasy about you, he can be the hero in this fantasy, and thinking about being with you in the real world, he thinks, would it be able to last, or would you get fed up with me? Or so I feel he does go into fear about being in a relationship with you in a real way. Is this real? Because of the way he feels about you, it's like, surely this should just be in a fairy tale. This kind of love, because he knows how rare you are. So I feel he's trying to come to terms with the fact that he can actually be good enough for you. So he may have self-worth issues. Attachment styles are having an impact. So he could also have some codependency or some things he's dealing with that he needs to overcome. So angels say, look around at all the wonderful things you have to be grateful for. We can take so much for granted in life. So observing your blessings remind you how wonderful your life really is at this very moment. And I feel that's what he's realising as well, that you enhance his life, that you make him feel blessed and not stressed. So he's thinking about that too. So we've got the world keeps coming out, and you've got the chariot. Wow, so there's an end of a cycle. Somebody's going to move forward, okay, possibly even this month. They give me a block there because the chariot is about Cancer season. We're in that now, and so the chariot is movement, and there's a completion of a cycle happening here. So I definitely feel something's moving forward. It's like this could even be the way you're looking at something has changed as well. So the angels want you to see this new chapter in a way as a new beginning, where you let go of the old, and it's like things can't be how they were. They can only move forward now in a new way. Okay, so you're ready for whatever is coming. This is you in your power. So you may actually be feeling very confident. I mean, you're standing there with a beautiful car and a flip phone, you know, a mobile phone there. So that's about you doing your own thing as well. This is Cordelia actually in the bronze. Cordelia Chase. You know, she was actually a model. Well, she was trying to be an actress, wasn't she, in this particular... I'm thinking about Angel, really. You know, this is when she was at the bronze, but, you know, she was wanting to be an actress. So I'm not saying you want to be an actress. I'm just saying that was Cordelia. So she was confident in that way. She come across on the surface, should I say, as confident. But inside she was nervous and anxious about things. So maybe you've got very good at not wearing a mask in your own life, because you don't wear a mask, but maybe you've just got very good at, like, when you're feeling perhaps like you're a bit hurt or dying inside, you've got very good at standing up and moving forward and being that warrior. I feel this is you being a warrior no matter what you've got going on. So a message from the angels or Jesus regarding career and mission. What should you be focusing on? I do want to be an actress. Well, there you go. That's a bigger sign then for you, because that's exactly what Cordelia does. She wants to be an actress. Now, she doesn't end up doing that because she ends up working for Angel, okay? But she wants to be an actress. So that could be a huge sign for you there that you're going to perhaps get that opportunity coming in, okay? So you've got leader of light and infinite self. I love this. So I feel the messages, as long as you're being your true self, you'll get where you need to be, because you are a leader of light. You are strong and powerful. So your purpose is greater than your doubts. So whatever you're doubting, you know, that's doubting yourself or... Okay, no more donations then, please, guys. Okay, I'm not opening donations. I've got enough there. Sorry, cold. Let me just have a drink before I read this. Yeah, I've still got 8 people to do, and I've been on for 3 hours, so no more donations. Okay, I'll be live again on Friday, hopefully. So your purpose is greater than your doubt. So whatever you're doubting at this current time, Mariach, let that doubt go. Give it to heaven in exchange for peace, because the angels say the right people, the ones who resonate with your truth, are waiting for you to step fully into your power. Speak with confidence and they will come. So I feel this, when you're being confident about yourself and your life, then the right people will come. And I'm talking about like the right people who would perhaps give you an opportunity, or the right people who would lead you forward on your path in some way. The path to abundance is not about acquiring more, but about uncovering the infinite potential within you. As you journey inward, you will discover that your true self is limitless, capable of manifesting everything and anything that you have envisioned. So really what you should be focusing on is what you truly want, and then releasing doubt around these and having faith in it. That's the message. So let's do your message from Jesus to end your reading. See, the thing is, I just want you to know, guys, I did say no more donations at Brittany. And then everyone else donated and came in after. So otherwise I would have reopened donations. But you see, people donate anyway. They don't listen. Yeah, not that I mind, because obviously I'm answering the questions. But when I do say no more donations, I try and do it so I can get back in front in a way. So look at this. You've got Marriott. You've got rest. Work hard, enjoy life, rest well. God created all of heaven. Then on the Sabbath he rested. So in other words, you may be doing too much. You may need a rest as well. Even God had a day off. And Rome wasn't built in a day. I hope that helps, okay? Let me just get my breath back. There's that cough coming. Okay. So Jacinta, thank you for the donation. Liz had gone for physiotherapy for my lower back. She used for needle therapy. which I didn't want. Will I be okay? Well, first of all, that's you learning to say no, isn't it? And I'm totally there because I did something to my eyes that I wish I hadn't have done. Okay, so these are decisions we make through our free will. But you said I didn't want needle therapy, so if you perhaps next time either get more information or say no, don't just go along with it because somebody's telling you it's going to work for you, okay? But will you be okay? Believe it, say I'm fine. Everything is working out for me. So she used needle therapy, will you be okay? They're saying don't stop, and I feel what that means is keep going. As long as you don't stop, you'll be okay. In other words, if you kind of sit around thinking, oh my God, everything's going to, I'm going to die, this is going to hurt me, affect me, then if you keep going, you'll be okay. It's like me with this cold. I'm not going to let it stop me. I'm not going to sit around and think, oh no, I've got a cold. Oh. No, I'm just doing a life, carrying on with life, okay? That's how you get through it. That's how you will be okay. Okay? So I feel the message coming through is as long as you keep going, you'll be fine. Okay? It'll be okay. Don't worry about it. Choose a new direction. Think, okay, she used needle therapy. I don't feel it was the right thing for me. It hasn't done anything wrong to me or hurt me, but I don't really want it again, so I'm going to choose a new direction next time. So it gives you the opportunity to look at something in a different way. So what does Archangel Raphael want you to know, okay? You intuitively know what to do. So again, this is reminding you that when you have any kind of therapy, you know if it's going to work for you or not. You know if it's the right thing for you or not. So you have to speak up. Treatment is time out. Just have some time out now. Say, okay, I don't need it anymore. So if this person is perhaps saying you need another session, or say, no, time out, I don't, okay? We can break the addiction together. And the addiction is to not speaking up. I tried to tell her, she wouldn't listen. It was the only, yeah, well, you still had a choice. It's your body, okay? Because no one has power over you without your permission. So you're saying, you must have said, oh, go on then. Or okay then. And Archangel Raphael is saying we can break the addiction together. I feel the addiction is you focusing on the bad things or being afraid or whatever the fear is. But you intuitively know what to do. So, there's nothing you do now. Forgive yourself now. It reminds me when I went to have my, and I'm bringing it just helps you to understand that I know exactly how you feel. Because when I went for my last eye test, well, not my last one, the one before, in like 2023, I think it was, I shouldn't have had the OCT test. I should have done my research and recognised it was a laser, but I had it anyway. Okay, and that's what's messed my eyes up. I don't care what anybody says, I know my own body. So, but it's my own fault. There's no one I can blame. So really, you can't blame that person because you allowed that person to give you that therapy. Does that make sense? Now what you can do is forgive yourself and move forward. But I feel, yes, you'll be okay because as long as you don't stop. In other words, as long as you keep going and move forward. You're not like, oh, everything's going to go wrong now. Because the thing is that the more you carry on living your life and work, does that make sense? Then you're telling your mind you're okay anyway. It's like if you think, oh, you've got to stop with all the drama in a way. You cause drama for yourself. And I know you don't mind me saying that because you know it's true. And I used to be like that years ago. I used to be an absolute hypochondriac with everything. And I've got much better since I've spoke to my angels more. I'm talking about over the last 10 years or so. Verena, thank you for joining the angel family, honey. You get access to all the extra videos now. I'm just moving the chat up. Bear with me, guys. Hang on a second. We've got Priyanka, thank you for the donation. How will performance marketing course beneficial in August month, Bucket Masters? So how will your performance course be in August? Will it be beneficial in August? What do you need to know? Yeah, you've got abundance coming through. So, I mean, you couldn't get a better card coming out, could you? Okay, abundance, like the angel's showing, yes, it's going to work out. Have faith in that, okay? See what else is coming out here. Now, remember, Bucket Masters aren't just about this course. It's whatever you need to know. So, first thing is you've got spring and summer coming through. So this could be something moving forward now in the summer. So when I connect with summer, it's like June, August time. So something you could have been working on or thinking about is springing forward in the summer. Okay, so it's happening now. You've got 10-10, which is about power. I'm very well, thank you, Nat. I just got a little cold, that's all. Nothing to worry about, no biggie. So anyone putting in my chat, my health isn't okay, I am okay. Okay, I'm not going to let a cold get me down. So 10-10 is about you being in your power and spinning your spider's web. So really this is about you knowing that whatever you're asking for and wanting and creating is what's going to manifest. That's why you got abundance, okay? You've also got separation as ending. Now, this could be connected with something that you felt separate from or something that you feel like there's been a delay about. So regarding this course, that's what you're asking about. This could be about whatever you are feeling is delayed or stuck is ending. So something is moving forward because you're attracting it in with the law of attraction. Trust in what you feel. And remember, it's also about daily exercise as well. Okay, daily exercise is like affirming, I live an abundant life. Everything is working out for me. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Everything is already on path, whatever it is. You've got the letter E, that can be significant. And you've got 1. You've got Pisces. So something could be shifting around the Pisces season as well. This could be where you get lots of results. You've got Netflix, so you could see signs on Netflix. And you've got Potion. Okay, which could be about you receiving what you need. But ultimately, I didn't need to do the booking message because the angels answered with that one card. I hope that helps, okay? I will be live again on Friday. I've been live 3 hours and 17 minutes, which is a lot longer than I thought I was going to be live today as well. So, Sonu, thank you for the donation. Milar's feelings and intentions for Sunita. Let's have a look at that first, okay? So first he's saying to you, I know you can't see or hear what's going on with me, but believe me, so much is going on. So that's really about you understanding that he is learning, he is growing, he is evolving, he is transforming, even if you can't see it on the surface. And the thing is, when things aren't moving forward, there is a protection taking place. So he said, I know you can't see or hear what's going on with me, which means you may not know, you may not have access to him on social media, or maybe you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but he's got a lot going on. So you're being protected as well. I'm deeply sorry I haven't told you how I truly feel about you and that you haven't yet heard me say the words I love you. So he does love you, even if he hasn't said it yet. He says, then will he ever take the strong decision for our relationship? He's going to tell you he loves you when the time is right. But I feel he's got a lot going on and there's a protection. He could have some chaos or drama going on behind the scenes, okay? So you're saying, is he going to make a decision for our relationship? He's inconsistent. Well, if he's inconsistent, you've got to match him at that energy, which means pull your energy back. Focus on other things. Allow him to come forward when he's ready, okay? Yeah, Knight of Stakes. It's going to happen when you don't expect it, but he is making the adjustments required. He is. The answer is yes. Will he make that decision? Yes. When I connect with the Knight of Wands, I see it as making the required adjustments in his physical world. So he will do it, okay? Okay, when the time is right. But you can't rush that or force that. So you're saying he's inconsistent. So focus on your own life at this time. Stop trying to make it happen, even if it's just in your energy. He's got to be able to come forward when he's ready, okay? Look, release stress. The angels want you to release worry around this. Mother Mary is actually helping you with that. So Mother Mary is guiding you. Mother Mary is one of your guides saying to you, do something you love. Now, you've also got a yes and the sun. So this is saying, yes, there will be a positive outcome and there will be a happy ending. But you've got to have faith in that. It's a challenge that he can resolve. His current challenge is he needs to release the burden of the past. He needs to let go whatever's stressing him out. He's got to make a decision. You're saying, is he going to make a strong decision? And you've got a sword. And that's about decision. Okay, you've also got an S coming through, or you could see that as a 5, okay? S or a 5. And the Grinch is about him being inconsistent. You may feel he's being Grinch-like because he's inconsistent, but it's because he's tired, okay? And he needs to come forward in that tinsel energy, which is like being more alive and aware and alert. So the answer is yes, but you can't force it or rush it. You have to allow it instead. I hope that helps, okay? Zainab, thank you for the donation. Gerard's current feelings to me and love messages from him. So what does Gerard want you to know? Gerard is saying to you, not speaking to you and not being able to be physically with you gets more and more of a struggle every day. So he's struggling with the no contact or not being able to communicate, or however things currently are, he does not like it that way. To be in the present moment and let go of deep regret is challenging for me. So he struggles with forgiving himself. He struggles with being in the present moment, which means he's constantly overthinking everything. You know, he worries a lot as well. So what else do you need to know? You've got taking a loss. He's worried about losing you, okay? Let's see what else comes out. Meditation brings answers. So calm your energy by going into meditation. Okay, relax and breathe. We're not talking about, yeah, because he's saying he is finding it hard. Because you might feel like it's easy for him, but it isn't. So remember, you can connect with him through meditation and through the 5D. It says, just as nature moves through cycles, so do you. When financial or emotional loss occurs, and this may be how you feel, maybe you're feeling like you've lost him or there's some kind of loss going on, step back and see the bigger picture. So you're being reminded there's always a bigger picture. This is a passing storm in a lifetime of unfolding abundance. What a beautiful message. So this is just a fleeting moment. You know, you've got many more things to do and you're going to have more time together. Just because he isn't with you right now doesn't mean he's never going to be. But he is dealing with a current challenge that he's trying to resolve in his own head, okay? So what else do you need to know? Yeah, and that's exactly what you did need to do, because that's you stepping back into your power as divine feminine. Compassion for yourself and others is the key. So try and have compassion for what he's going through as well, recognising it's not about you, it's about himself and his own stuff. This belief is actually criticism from the past. So he also doesn't want to feel criticised, or that could be something he's working through. So what's your guidance at this time? In the near future, something is shifting, okay? This is a time now to get more information. That's why you're having a reading. That's why you're understanding things. And that's what he's doing too. He's gone within to process so he can reconsider. And the signs are showing you this too. So just have faith you're exactly where you're meant to be. Okay, let me pull you a card from Archangel Honiel. Acceptance is power. When you accept yourself, the situation, and others exactly as it is, you relax about needing anything more. So allow things to just be. That's one of the most beautiful cards you could get. Okay? When you accept the way things are, it puts you into your power. I hope that helps, okay? Raluca, thank you for the donation, honey bunny. Hi Liz, can I have a message, my DM, and a message about my journey? I hope you're doing well. If you're wondering why I unmodded you, it was just to take the pressure off, okay? Because I know sometimes it can be very stressful being a moderator, and so I've kind of left the moderators on who are there doing the main stuff, if that makes sense, okay? So, because I know it'll take the pressure off. I've asked Naina to unmod me on her channel because it's too stressful sometimes. I just want to see what's going on. I don't want to be in the thick of it all. So, what does your DM want you to know? Oh, thank you, Sam, for that. So I've only got one left, okay? So what he's saying to you is this, okay? My life has been falling apart. So don't get sucked into what you see or hear in the 3D physical. So you may be acting like everything's okay. You may be putting a good front on, whether it's to other people in his life, to social media, whatever it is. But his life is falling apart. So he's going through a big tower moment, okay? So he's saying, I'm going through a tower. So what else is going on? And he's going through this tower because you're leveling up in your own way. Oh my goodness me. What was that? That was the middle finger. That's something I've just channeled for. That was, I hope I'm not going to bleed. Okay, that didn't feel like I cut myself, but it felt like something just stuck in me. If my finger starts pouring the blood, okay, you know why, but you know how paper cuts take a while sometimes, but it didn't feel like a cut, it just felt like something stuck in me. Oh my goodness me, that's his middle finger. That's something I've channeled there, so he's angry. He's angry about his life, he's angry about his situation, that's the middle finger. I'm not going to do it on camera, but that's like sticking your fingers up at the world. That really hurt, that did. I don't know what the hell that was then. Okay. Oh, the camera just moved as well. He's definitely going through it then, isn't he? I think that was just something I definitely channeled because I'm not bleeding or anything there. Maybe he's got something going on with his middle finger. It's about the ego and it's about anger. Page of Stakes, good news coming in. And I feel that this is because you're working on self. So you know you are an eternal being. You're connected with the unicorn there. Okay, so you're pretty much focusing on self-love and self-care and doing you. And he's angry. It definitely, look at my finger. It looks like it's gone white. Can you see? Look at that. How weird. Okay. It's like, and I haven't cut myself or anything. It was just a sensation I had. Perhaps it's using this big deck and it just all come on in one go. But that's what it felt like. It felt like something stabbed in my foot, my ego finger. So maybe he feels like he's hurting because he stabbed you from the back, in the back. Perhaps that's how he feels. Let's bring you one of these in. So a message for your journey. A message, I took my ring off as well then. Perhaps if he's wearing a ring, he's got to take off. Because I took that ring off as well. Interesting. Okay, Page of Pentacles, this is you. Learning your lessons, doing you. Look how happy you are there, okay? A new skill or opportunity is taking root. So you're working on you, especially between now and the full moon. You know, this is you happy, go lucky, enjoying doing you. Perhaps you are learning a new skill, doing something new, and something is building because of it, okay? You've got the Two of Pentacles, so you're feeling more balanced. Balance returns when you stop carrying everything alone. So you know that the only way through it is with heavenly help. So that's what you're doing. You're praying about things, you're talking to your angels, and that balances your energy. So when you have a wobble, for example, you pray. And you've got the Eight of Pentacles. Your mastery will come through steady dedication. So you're doing the work, you're putting the effort in on you. You know that the only way you're going to master your life is through steady dedication, which means constant prayer, constant acceptance, constant gratitude, constantly doing things that put you into the moment. So you're working on you. I love that we've got 3 female cards coming out as well, because this is your energy. Do you know what I'm seeing this as? I'm seeing that like carrying Sex in the City, just walking down, walking around in New York, being all confident and strong and sexy. And obviously that's you in your power, you know, wearing nice clothes and doing you and feeling good about yourself. And that's creating a tower in him, and he's angry because he's afraid he's going to lose you. Let me just see what his next action is. This card just moved as well. Yeah, it's that card, learning lessons. Actually, let's use the same deck. So I actually received this deck during this live. It came during the live. This is Mystic Moon's Winter Wonderland Tarot. So what's his next action? Look at that. Okay, that's you again flying out of the deck there. Playful spark inspires something new within you. What I'm picking up on is the more you strut down the street, the more you're in this balanced energy, the quicker he's going to come in. It's going to bring good news in because he's so drawn to you. A playful spark inspires something new within you. This is the Kundalini rising in him. This is him thinking about you in a very sexy way. And I feel that's why I got that happening as well, because that's the frustration, because he physically wants you. Why? Because you're looking damn fine. You're looking fine. Wow, gorgeous, sexy, all of that. And he wants you, and that's pulling him towards you. So that could initiate a contact. So he could be watching you as well. I hope that helps, okay? Yeah, and you've put a black cat on your super chat there as well, which is like you and black cat energy. You're mysterious to him, and that's turning him on. I hope that helps, okay? Jake, thank you for using milestone, honey. Just see, it's 12:15 already. Hal, has any messages for me about upcoming work for my career? So what do you need to know about your career? Okay. What do you need to know about your career? Bad timing. It's not the right time for something. Okay, so if you're thinking about making a move or leaving something behind, it may not be quite the right time. That means there could be unfinished business. It says timing is as essential. I'm going to speak there. Timing, and this could even be something to do with your twin. You know, it's bad timing with your twin. So maybe they want to communicate, but it's not the right time, because I'm picking up on that when I'm trying to get these words out, okay? But obviously we're connecting with your career. So timing is I can't even say it. It's not that I can't say it, they're not letting me say it. So this could be about communication. I feel like, first of all, I need to get something out about communication. So I know you're not asking me about your love life, but this could be in your love life. Okay, it could be that if you're in no contact, it's because the timing isn't right, that's all. And it's so important you know that, okay? So timing is as essential as action. Okay, you may feel ready, but the universe has a bigger picture in mind. So there's a reason why something may be delayed or may not be the right time. So again, even though you're asking about work, I feel this could resonate more with your love life. Release urgency and allow the unfolding to occur at the perfect time, ensuring all conditions support your success. So take that, it resonates with you. I feel I'm actually seeing that as, if you look at the card, don't you think there's an element of Superman in that card there? So this is reminding you that you're capable of achieving your dreams. I'm also seeing the volcano, because you may have a volcano ahead of you. That means you may have to walk through the fire to get where you want to go, but it's worth it and you're protected. This could also be urgency, as in the desire that you have for your twin that feels like it's going to erupt. So there could be a lot of heat, kundalini, a lot of passion, desire, fire, and that can bring up stress. So make sure you're cleansing your sacral chakra. You may even see volcanoes. Didn't Mount Etna erupt or something not long ago? It's really powerful, because my granddad, I mean, he died when he was 50, which is weird because I'm 50 now. My granddad died at 50. I didn't meet him. He was dead before I was born. My mum's dad. And he was a Royal Marine, and he actually he climbed Mount Etna. That's why I get drawn to when I hear about Mount Etna, and that's what I'm seeing in this. Okay, so you may see like volcanoes erupting or things happening like that for a reason, okay? But I feel this is saying to you, whatever your challenges are, whatever you're wanting in your life, whatever you feel you can do it. It just may not be the right time. Okay, so it may be time for you to look at something in your life and think, right, I want to change, I want to make a move or do something different, but it may not be the right time. Anything else? There's something better on the horizon for you that will bring in a peaceful resolution and success. So don't stop, don't give up, keep going forward. But I feel it may not be the right time. That's a message. I hope that helps, okay? I think I'm up to date then, guys. So no more donation. I'm just going to answer a couple out of the chat, and then I'm going off and I'll be back on Friday, okay? So I want to do the beautiful Donna. It says, good afternoon, Liz. Are there any messages from Mark about reaching out? Okay. So let's bring some song cards in. And I'm sure you're hearing messages and music at this time. So what does he want to say? He wants to meet up. And I feel that you're sensing that, okay? You're sensing he wants to meet up, or you're sensing he wants to reach out, or you're sensing something's about to happen. Luke, someone is coming back. He wants to meet up. So I feel you can sense this at this current time. There is power in love. So maybe you're hearing lots of songs about the power of love. There's power in this love. It's creating a reconciliation. So I do feel there's an opportunity coming in for you to meet up. So yeah, you are the one and only. So it's so important at this time you remember your power. You know your worth. You know your value. Chesney Hawks, I'm the one and only. Maybe you hear that song and he knows that you're his one and only. What else? Expect that. Look at this. Oh my goodness me. Miracles coming in. Okay, if you're seeing B's 1414, 888, you can expect communication, okay? Your twin flame, Mark, is preparing to reach out. Be ready for anything and listen with ears of love and compassion. So when he does come forward, make sure you are listening more than talking, because we tend to talk a lot, don't we, as divine feminines. Miracles are happening in your connection. Archangel Gabriel is bringing good news. Magic is happening and you'll feel excited at this time. So you can probably feel something brewing in your solar plexus. Something is growing and rebirth is about to occur. You could even see raccoons or phoenixes. You will be feeling creative, express your creative talents, and they will be successful at this time. Good news is on the way. The time is now 888. Now this could be something happening around the Lion's Gate, okay? The angels want you to know that your happiest year is approaching. So your happiest year is coming in 2027, and you will soon be living the life you've been dreaming of. So you may have had a dream, or you may have a dream. This is what you've been waiting for. Expect to see 888 as a sign of abundance and power. So I feel you're going to see 8s, 1414, possibly a raccoon or a phoenix, and the same butterflies as well, and miracles. I don't know why the same pigeons in my head. Maybe you're going to see a white pigeon or something like that. It looks like a dove. But I feel the Lion's Gate could be significant. I hope that helps, okay? Let's do Aruba says, hi Liz, my DM's current feelings for me, please. So how does he currently feel? I love you more than most and more than that, so he loves you. Okay, that's how he feels. I'm trying to forgive myself and forgive things that have happened in my life. So he loves you. He's just still healing himself, okay? Because you're saying, how did he feel when we met last Saturday? What's coming ahead for us? For us. So how did he feel when you met last Saturday? Ooh, Black Cat energy coming up for you. You're so mysterious, but I love that about you and it excites me. So he was mesmerised by you. He saw you as a little bit of an enigma, a mystery. He was curious. And it turned him on, and that's how he feels now. So maybe you're being mysterious now. You could have pulled your energy back, or maybe you're not posting as much. So what's coming ahead for you? What's coming ahead for you? What's coming ahead for you? Good news. And research, understanding, learning, growing. So obviously there's still more things being learned, but there's good news on the way. Good news is coming in. Okay, let me just see what this is as well. We get one more card, okay? So what's coming ahead for you? We are in union. That's good. You are in union, okay? And look at this, what's coming next for you. Look at this. I know that God has created me to love you because I can't stop loving you. That's what's coming next. Isn't that beautiful? I hope that helps. There you go. Those of you who say, oh, we never see twin flames in union. There you go. Twin flames are in union, you just don't see them because the majority of the time twin flames in union aren't coming on the channel. Well, they're just checking in every now and again. So that's an amazing sign. Thank you. Let's do Nat. Nat says, can I get a message from my angels if possible, of course. So what's the message for Nat Nat? Scarcity mindset. So remember, you can't miss out or lose what's meant for you. If you believe there is never enough time, love, or resources, you'll unknowingly create that experience. Shift your focus from fear of loss to trust and overflow. What is meant for you will never be scarce. So you could be worried about time running out or, not being together or things like that. And the angels are asking you to shift your mindset. Now, this could be what your person is going through, but I feel the messages for you, okay? What else do you need to know? Past life vows are still at play. So past life vow can be a vow of poverty. So when you have a vow of poverty, for example, from a past life, it can affect your mindset in this lifetime. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about being destitute with no money. I'm talking about a poverty mindset as feeling of lack. Whether you're feeling like something is missing, like your person's missing, or you're not being given enough attention, or whatever it is. So affirm, I am willing to release all vows of poverty. I'm willing to release those in all directions of time, and so it is. Okay, because it may be in a past life that you were a nun or something like that, and or a monk or something like that, and you've brought that mindset into this lifetime, and that's affecting you now. I hope that helps, okay? I want to do Daisy. Says, hi, gorgeous Liz. Please may I get current thoughts of our and booking messages. Okay, what is our currently feeling for you? I'm frightened you might reject me because it's been so long. So he wants to connect with you. He wants to come in and communicate. However, he feels like he's taken a long time. So he's got a fear of rejection now, and that's holding him back a little bit, okay? So, yeah, he's a bit stressed about it as well. Let me just turn all these over. Yeah, this could be connected with his karmic debt as well. There could be something karmic he's releasing here. It could be a money issue. He could have money issues. He could be in physical debt, okay, that he's dealing with. And that may be why he's a bit stressed and tired, okay? And he's hearing sounds about you. So he could be hearing messages through music. It could be hearing your name. He's being reminded of you. He could also be down in the gym a lot, so he could be working on himself. Letters, we've got Y, V, Q, and B. Y, V, Q, and B, so take them out, they resonate for you. Something could also be happening next year that's big. That could be when he finds his freedom, but we've got separation that's ending during the summer because they missed you. They give me a block. So it could be that you have some kind of contact during the summer, but he finds his freedom next year. So it may be next year when you move into union, okay? You've got broom, and I feel that's for you, like clearing up your home or getting rid of the clutter or getting rid of things that don't serve you. Okay, letting go. Maybe have some festive fun. We've got festive fun and tradition. So this could be spending time with family, doing things with your family, things that you do every year or things that matter to you, like specific occasions or events. You've got the sun, which is a happy outcome. You may go on a train. You've got train. Train can also be about learning something new, training, learning a new skill. And you've got light skin. Okay, that may resonate. Or light skin could also be about releasing burdens, feeling better within yourself. I hope that helps, okay? Okay, I'm going to do one more, then I'm going to go off. Okay, I wish I could answer everyone, but I've already been on for 3 hours and 40 minutes, and I've got a cold. So I'm going to do High Priestess says, "Hi Liz, may I have some messages from our personnel? We're currently in no contact." So what does your Sagittarius want you to know? I have this vision of us having a child together. Now, a child can also mean a new start, a new beginning. So it's not necessarily meaning you're going to get pregnant and have a child. That may be something that you're wanting or you're thinking about. And your twin could be thinking about this. Your Sagittarius could be thinking about this anyway, about what it would be like to have a family with you or what that would feel like. But then I have this vision of us having a child together. And that could also be a metaphor for, is that the right word? For a new beginning. So it's like this person saying, "I want a new beginning with you where we can build a life together and possibly have a family," okay? So they've thought about that. What else? What else? Okay. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles. So this is about 5D interaction. Again, it's about dreams, visions, connecting in the 5D, feeling that inner union. So I feel everything that you want is already there in the higher realms, okay? It's just as above, so below. It's being manifested. And you're both learning everything you need to learn at this current time. So I feel like everything's being prepared for what you want. You've spoke about it before. There you go then. So it's being manifested. If he's having a vision about it, it's being manifested. Look, you got it. Yeah. So I feel that if you were asking a question then, or this could be confirming that yes, you will have a child together. But I feel if there's a specific question you've got in your mind, the answer is yes. See if there's any timeline. Is there any timeline? Oh, it's not the right time. So there's still lessons being learned to be assertive. So this could well be it's not the right time because your person needs to be more assertive, and you may need to forgive some things too, or he may need to come in and apologise. So I feel he will be assertive and apologise when the time is right, but it's not the right time today. I hope that helps, okay? I'm going to do a couple more, okay, because I can see people I really want to answer, even though obviously I'm saying I'm going off. Like I said, I wish I could answer everybody. S.A. Rosie says, "We love you. Thank you, Liz." Oh, thank you. Current thoughts of Rizwan. So what does Rizwan want you to know? What does Rizwan want you to know? When I hear your voice, it feels like I've made it home. So your person loves your voice, okay? Rizwan loves your voice. The sound of your voice, the words you use, the way you are. So he's listening to your voice at this current time, okay? And he may have heard your voice recently or someone who sounds like you and it makes him feel like he's come home. So I feel he wants to hear your voice. I feel this could be about a call coming in. He may be thinking about calling you up or initiating some kind of contact so he can call you up on the phone. Yeah, look, you're being guided back together. You got the star. So there's hope for the future in this connection. You're being guided back together. Aquarius could be significant or between now and the Aquarius season. So between now and Feb. But I feel that he's going to contact you. He's being guided back to you. So all you've got to do is shine your light bright and remember your own worth. I hope that helps, okay? Okay, I'm going off, guys. I'm going to be back on again on Friday. I wish I could answer everyone. If you haven't had a question, no, obviously some of you want a question, just click anywhere during the replay. Actually, let me just do a little collective at the end. So pick a card, 1, 2, or 3. Pick a card, 1, 2, or 3, and I'll do a little bit of guidance for whatever is on your mind at this time. Okay, 1, 2, or 3, pick your card. Where did that card go? Oh, they've gone over the other side of the room. See, they're making me work for it now. I've got to get up and get that card. Hang on a minute. There's 2 cards on the floor. There's 2 of them cards that just fell out there. So pick a pile, 1, 2, or 3. Pick a pile. Let me know in the chat, 1, 2, or 3. Any question you've got, this is going to answer your question. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. Pick your card. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. I sound like someone on a like a thingy, like a merry-go-round or some kind of what's it called? Some kind of fun fair. Pick your card. Pick your card. One. Someone's definitely going to reconnect. It just reconnected and disconnected there. It will have buffered for you. Okay, so that could be a sign of reconnection. Okay, card 1, opportunity. There is an opportunity coming in your life, whether it's in work for more money or success or whether it's for an opportunity to meet up with your person, whatever it is. There is a golden opportunity on the way, okay? What you're manifesting is coming. Number 2, some forgiveness needs to occur. So this could be your person apologising to you, or you apologising to them, or the need to forgive the self, or work through some forgiveness before you come back together, or before something happens. Forgiveness is the key. Okay, card 3, you've got, there's no need to worry, they will take action. So if you're worried about, are they going to reach out to me, all of that, there's no need for you to worry, because they will take action. So I feel that it's not like they're going to take action today. Some of them could. And I feel that's why this card came out with it, because they're saying there's no need to worry about it, because when the time is right, they will take action. I hope that helps. Thank you for being here, everyone. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for me. It really does help. Have a wonderful day. I'm sending you so much love. Mwah, and I'll see you soon.